Hello everyone and welcome back to Vesever Storytime. I hope you're all having yourselves a fabulous day. Victorious, welcome. I swear you're stalking me today. I've seen you in so many of the same streams that I'm in. My goodness. So, last stream we finished off the Marvel Spider-Man DLC. So that is completely done. We went through the main story. We went through DLCs 1 through 3. What a ride it was. But now, we're going to cleanse our palette with something completely different. We are doing the visual novel by Shimmersoft called Resident Evil 4 Otome Edition. Now, it's going to be a little difficult because I've never played Resident Evil 4 before. I've seen some of it in chunks here and there, so I understand the premise and the general story, but I haven't fully played through it myself, so we'll see if I can understand this. But I hear it's going to be great. Don't know how that could happen. I know it's not like we frequent the same circles or anything. Alrighty, so let's hop right into things here. Whoop. As I start minimizing everything. Okay, there we go. Alright, so.
Resident Evil 4.
Oh man, you're going to see my cursor on the screen and everything's going to be annoying. I'll try to keep it off the screen. Oh my goodness, it's... Okay, whatever. Should be okay. You want to see things flipping around everywhere. I'm sorry. Never forget it.
Talk about near-death experience.
Ashley, get out of there!
Get out of there, Ashley!
It was the year everything changed. I became the president's daughter,
So, we kidnapped the president.
and soon after, the target of a
in
cult.
order to give her our power, and then send her back.
15 years have passed since that horrendous incident. And in all that time, I've never told anyone my side of the story. Ooh. My name is Ashley Graham. And it's about time.
It's about time.
Oh, sorry, wrong game. Now, to go with the Otome Edition, I've undone some extra buttons today. We're going with that nice manly look here. Holding on to a hero. Episode 1. Reloving the Nightmare. Ooh. Phew, exams are done, thank goodness. I can't believe I'm going to make a C in government. I can just hear Daddy griping about it. Let's see what kind of options there are first. Oh, nice! Vocals. Let's bump those vocals way up. Probably bump up this text speed a bit as well. We'll keep the background music about there. See, sounds about right. But if you guys find that the background music or sound effects are a bit different or a bit off, please let me know. Zatran, hello. Welcome to the Otome Edition of Resident Evil 4. We're going to be seeing Hot Daddy Leon. And we're going to be talking about romancing him up. And bait sauce. Welcome. How are you both doing this fine day? Oh, there's an inventory in this as well. My phone. It's a flip phone that my parents got me for my birthday last year. I can tell by the lack of any colors that Dad got his way on this one. Looks like the battery's dead. Look at her face. I mean, it's just like Resident Evil 4, isn't it? Perfect. She's so excited that you're all here. And she's like,
Think of the headlines, Ashley. President's daughter can barely pass college government course. Administration's credibility in doubt.
It's not that it was hard, just supremely dull. Politics is already tedious. It didn't help that Dr. Hollycock is a robot made flesh. Where are all the young, passionate teachers? That's what my generation needs. Dad is always pushing me to find a pet project. Well, I guess we'll have plenty of time to think of a pitch on the way back to DC. For now, better hurry and find my driver before Jenna comes sniffing around for my grades. Hey Caswith, you don't remember this version of RE4? Did they re-release it? Is it really? Well, you see, much like Skyrim, that it needs to be on every console ever, plus mobile, plus who knows what else. Resident Evil's looking to branch out. No. Now, all copyrights are to their respective owners. Shimmersoft is. You don't think there's enough REs for Resident Evil 4? Exactly. We need more REs. I pulled out my phone to call my driver, only to find that the battery had died while I was taking my exam. Darn. I really need to remember to charge this thing more often. I don't need Daddy griping at me about that too. Well, at least John is the predictable sort. He'll probably be outside my residence hall. I started walking toward my sorority building and quickly spotted my driver's usual car. The person standing next to the car, however, was anything but expected. Oh dear. Excuse me, sir, but are you looking for me? You're Ashley Graham? Yes. Listen, if this is about my father's slashing the veterans budget, I don't...
No, I'm your bodyguard. I was sent by the president to escort you back home.
Oh? Oh, Daddy told me that I'd be getting a new bodyguard. Thought Leon was Ashley's daddy. Daddy. Oh, I need Trig. Where's Trig when you need him? He does the daddy. Oh, so well.
Caught you off guard, didn't I?
In the flesh. Caught you off guard, didn't I?
Yeah, definitely. Although, did something change? Dad said I wouldn't meet my new bodyguard until I got back home. Yes? What?
Yes, to the change of plans. We received intel suggesting you might be a target for a kidnapping.
What? Here at Harvard?
We don't know exactly, but they didn't want to take any chances. That's why I'm here.
What's with the dubious chuckle? Probably just another dude who thinks muscles are a good replacement for tact. Been there, done them. Well, Mr. Bodyguard, do you have a name to go by?
It's Claus. Santa Claus.
Claus, eh? That German? Or Austrian, maybe? You do remind me of a little Arnold Schwarzenegger, but with the muscles and the scowl.
When I was in the military, a few did call me the Terminator.
Yeah, I really don't want to know the context.
Hey, don't go anywhere.
Can't say I would have pinned him as the dedicated recycler. Really doesn't pay to stereotype. Look at him putting it in the trash. So nice.
Anyway, you ready to go?
Well, I was thinking of grabbing a few things from my dorm room.
We'll arrange for it to be brought to you. Don't know who we can trust out here.
Oh, come on. It'll only take a few minutes. Besides, my roommate... Hey, Ashley, wait up! I looked to my right to see Jenna running towards us faster than one would think possible in 6-inch heels. Claus, do you know what that sound is?
No.
It's the sound of betch. I made an A in government, and I'm here to gloat. I can't be here for this. Act like we're in a hurry, Clow.
Some of us are, Ash.
I waved dismissively to Jenna as I approached the passenger door. Sorry, Jenna. I'm kinda in danger. I'll write you on AIM.
AIM? Oh, gosh.
Oh, look at that lovely little walk. Klaus and I leapt inside the car. It smells like John's car, but John doesn't usually keep it this neat. Maybe Klaus cleaned it out? Is that something grown men actually do to other grown men's cars? Has any of you cleaned out somebody else's car? For the fun of it? I don't even clean out my car.
Probably should, it's pretty dirty.
Finally. Oh, stop complaining and just go.
Consider it done.
Klaus started up the car, which kept me from hearing what Jenna was trying to say as she ran up to the door. Hate that I have to indulge her just to keep her from gossiping about me to the press. She doesn't even want to talk to me. She just wants to compare bodyguards and grades. Well, Klaus, you're part of the Graham. How's that pronounced? Grahamily? Ramily? Now. So you should roll down the window and say hi. Maybe then Jenna will go away. Actually, is this your new bodyguard? He threw out a flash. Oh my god, Cloud, did you just blow up Jenna? Just a flash grenade. Can't take any chances. Well. Jeez, Cloud. Jenna's a snob, not a terrorist.
Just trying to have fun.
Relax, princess. Just trying to have fun.
Wow, combat really does dark things to some people's sense of entertainment. You do well to remember that kind of fun tends to end in lawsuits, Klaus, and Daddy's swimming in those enough as is. Klaus drove away, leaving Jenna to cling to her eyes in fear and confusion. It's one of the few times I felt kinship with Jenna. And then I remembered how she stole the guy I crushed on 2 years ago. Episode 2. Take me on a joyride. Jenna, what a birch. No, right? Wouldn't have taken Klaus for the Samba type. Wonder if he's gay. Did I not just say it doesn't pay to stereotype? I'm getting worried. The hypocrisy is hard-coded into the Graham family gene pool. Still, I wish he'd say something. This music is somehow just making the silence even more awkward. Maybe he'd entertain a few more questions? But seriously, what do I say? So, how much fun are steroids? God, there's gotta be something. I turned the music knob down a little. Klaus's eyes darted toward me. Definitely should avoid the steroid question. Ooh, alright. Ask about my driver. About that scar. About your love life. About those steroids. So, votes in chat. We got question 1, 2, 3, 4 from the top to the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should we just ask him about those steroids? The questions. It's tough. Tough choices. Stereo. Alright, let's go with those steroids. Yeah, all about those roids. Beautiful 3 voids for 3 voids. We got 3 voids for Roy Joy. Yep. Let's go about that. Am I stupid or something? The only thing I'm going to learn from that question is how much it hurts to get punched by a steroid arm. Oh Lord, he knows I'm thinking about the steroids. Oh, okay. Driver, Scar. Let's go with the love life next. So, do you have any special someone back home waiting for you? It's cool if you're single too. Nothing wrong with that. I'm single. I just thought maybe someone had snatched you up. I mean, what girl can resist silence, scars, and muscles, right? Yeah.
I like men.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad to know we have that in common. It's important to have shared interests. Man, I so called that.
Enough chit chat. We're taking a detour.
A detour where...
Swerved onto a dirt road. Oh, so he's just a ripped version of Leon?
He likes Leon. That's what's going to happen. They're going to get together, do a little bumping. The speed he was going, I felt like my intestines had become a trampoline for my stomach. The path eventually leveled as we came to a clearing, allowing me to complain properly. What's the big deal, Klaus? You're not Mad Max.
They wanted you back ASAP. Just doing my job.
Man, if he's this intense just doing his job, I feel sorry for his boyfriends.
Alright, we're here. Let's go.
Klauser brought the car to a screeching halt and motioned for me to get out. Where's here exactly?
It's a helipad. We're going to fly. You okay with that?
Not if you're going to cop an attitude. This guy's something else. He's being all pissy with me. But it's not like I signed the bill for the veterans' budget cuts. Taking out your aggression on an innocent lady just isn't right. Looking around, we seem to be at a suspiciously empty and remote helipad. I had a sinking feeling in my gut that something was amiss. Hey, Clow, is this an official US military helipad? I've been to a bunch, but this seems a little underfunded.
A little too quick for you?
Catch on slow, as expected. I'm not in the mood for your snark, Klaus. You tell me what's going on right now.
No, we're talking.
Now we're talking. You're being kidnapped, Ash. The rest isn't for you to worry about. How could you do this to me? Do our mutual nicknames mean nothing to you? It was fun while it lasted. This is about money. My daddy can give you money. Sorry, girlie. What I want is access to Lord Sadler, and you're the payment. Lord who? My god, what kind of political scandals am I getting wrapped in this time? Huh, almost let it slip. Enough talk. Time to fly, princess. Ah!
You're mine.
It's bright. Oh! I've been ravaged. He leapt out the screen at me. He knew I was a man behind the screen. I have a mouth, but I can't scream. Oh, nice. I like that. I have no mouth and I must scream. I woke, disoriented. Am I dreaming? I feel as heavy as I do when I eat a dozen Krispy Kremes. Not that I've ever done that. Yesterday. Oh, I remember now. That bastard Klaus knocked me out. Did he tie me up? Why do I feel cold? Ugh, I just feel so tired. I gotta push past it. Come on, Ashley. Open your eyes. Huh? Oh dear. Oh my Christ. It's a Cenobite. Ah, our guest is awake. Surprising. Rough bedroom time can be fun. So he's rough. You know, I can't say. I can't say, Nate. I can't say. I'm going to leave that unsaid. Wait, no. I think it's just a really ugly wizard. Not that he can be both. I mean, what was Pinhead but a wizard of pain? But more to the point, oh god, I don't want to be tortured. Be at peace, Ashley. You are a guest of honor. Guest of honor in what? North Korea? I hope you don't mind receiving gifts from an older gentleman, Ashley. It is a once-in-a-lifetime gift, after all, unmatched in the world. Freedom. Not your Hollywood version of freedom. No, true freedom. From burden, responsibility, indecision. You will never have another worry in your mind. The blissful ignorance of your youth will be everlasting. What is this guy talking about? Blathering about freedom, and I'm strapped to what feels like a dentist chair? The irony might kill me before he does. Wait a second. Is this that Lord Saddleman that Klaus mentioned? Why does he look like he just came from a gothic Ren fair? Slightly more importantly, why does he look like he's lived 3 lifetimes? Does that sound wonderful? Free from the confusion and filth of this world, living in endless bliss. Is that not the very essence of heaven? Wow, that's like the exact argument my Sunday school teacher gave me to encourage abstinence. It didn't work then, and it won't work now. Your resistance is natural. Few people embrace change so readily, but you will see the light soon enough. Great, and a real Aunt Lydia type. That'll be easy to reason with. Stay calm, Ashley. Your kidnapping survival course prepared you for this exact scenario. I just need to apply its lessons wisely. First, knowledge is power. Second, courtesy is the password to safety. Third, if you look back, you'll soon be going that way. Wait, those might just be fortune cookie sayings. Hey, point made. Which said that I need to ask me some questions. So, New World Order. You a televangelist. am I? Clearly, we need to do with the ask the televangelism question. Are you Pat Robertson?
What's that? You'll have to forgive an old man his hearing.
Jeez, I could barely get a word out. It's like my early days on the debate team. If I had learned anything from the debate team, is not to dwell on tough question next. Tired as I feel, clear basting and sedatives. So simple questions probably for the best. I gotta push past the fatigue. Where am I? There you go, Nate. How are you controlling my game? You ended up asking that anyways.
Damn you, Nate. Damn you. Where are you? I suppose there's no harm in you knowing now. You are in Spain. But don't worry, you won't be here for long. You'll go as quickly and quietly as you came.
Shh, screw you. Gah. What? There's another person in the room?
Yes, Barto, it seems that our precious guest would like your assistance in obtaining our power. Lord Sadler.
Good God, it's like Diet Butterball. Not only do I follow you everywhere, I'm inside the computer. Damn it. Can never escape. Yes, move into my periphery, thanks. At least I won't be visually traumatized.
Ah, my minion. Remember to put the needle in very slowly. You wouldn't want to hurt our new friend after all. Ah, Slenderman. Welcome. It is a pleasure to have you here. Please, sit within this chair. And you too will gain the power.
Felt a prick at the nape of my neck, followed by something shooting into my bloodstream. Something slimy. I would have felt more revolted had I the energy.
A perfect penetration, Barto. You're really living up to your name.
Oh dear.
Yes, I will feed you after you finish sweeping the room. Now go!
I feel my already tenuous consciousness beginning to fade again. I struggled to stay awake, but it was in vain. The only comfort was the departure of those hideous men.
You will sit in the chair. Good, Slander, good. Notorious here. If you'd be so kind as to apply the injection to Slenderman, I'm sure he will be the most willing subject.
As the darkness swallowed me, I uttered a single prayer to whoever I could hear. Ashley's call was absorbed by the darkness.
Father,
I brought Sarah as you asked.
Good. Place him in the dresser and lock it tightly. Will the Lord punish him for what he stole from us, Father?
That depends entirely on the good doctor and his cooperation. Whether or not he chooses to atone, we will regain what is ours.
Father Mendez!
Speak, my child.
The American agent has been spotted outside the village.
Then let us set our plan into motion. Has the president's daughter been secured? Digitally wasted. Hello there, and welcome to RE4 Otome Edition, where only the manly-mist of men will be here. Slander, come back. Come to, Slander. Is this... Yes, this is the RE Otome Edition, created by Shimmersoft. All copyrights are to the respective owners still. Father, she's in the church. Good. We must keep the agent from reaching her.
You, return to the village and instruct the others to deter him at all costs, but keep him alive if you can.
As a precaution, take this file and leave it in the village. Somewhere the American agent will likely find it. If you do not capture him first, I should guide him here. Then I will deal with him personally.
Yes, Father, under your eye.
Oh dear. Consider your remaining time a gift, Sarah. Hopefully you will not squander this one. So this is from the point of view of Ashley. I mean, we gotta see how Leon saw things, but it's very important to take Ashley's point of view into account, right? What is this? Aiden's alarm clock? Just going to throw a save quickly. There we go. Covered my ears until the ringing stopped. The sound seemed like one of those old church bells that ring at European cathedrals. Apparently, that's only romantic from a distance. With the sound gone, I took inventory of my surroundings. Looks like some kind of dingy storage room. And considering the drumline competition now playing out in my skull, I assume that I'm in the storage room of a church. I got up and rustled the doorknob for formality's sake, but of course it was locked tight. I'm really regretting taking construction as an elective instead of locksmithing. Seriously, when am I ever going to drive a bulldozer? Poked around with the room for a bit, but it was barren. Nothing but barrels and sacks and hopelessness. So, kind of like a Motel 9, minus the urine smell. Whoa, what's that digitally? Mobile emotes, why? I know, it's like... I slumped back down against one of the barrels and gave my full weight of my attention to my predicament. So I'm in Spain, and probably a poor part of Spain, if the trappy room is anything to go by. Klaus was a trap. An ugly old man saddled me with some thing against my will as part of his new world order, and I'm famished. Are you there, God? It's me, Ashley. Could really use some help right now. Anything you got. Just deposit right into my brain. I promise I'll pay you back. Oh, my tracking device. Yeah, it was in my scarf. God bless you, John, for hassling me about that every freaking day. I hardly dove my hands into the fabric of my scarf. Oh no, no. It's gone! God damn it! It's supposed to be the monkey heart. That's what came out. Oh, gotcha, okay. Well, here's a Vesever heart for you. It's broken because I'm so sad now. Why, hello, Anna. Welcome to RE4 Otome Edition, where we get the chance to see Ashley's point of view of how things went down in RE4. At least that's what I'd say if I wasn't at this house of the devil. But seriously, who knows where it dropped? Klaus could have found it when we were in the helicopter and thrown out to sea. But everyone, you have 2 minutes. No. Well, it's a pleasure that your 2 minutes are here, Anna. How have you been? For all the new faces that are here in chat, how has your day been? I'm just so fair. And with that realization, the dam broke. For what felt like several minutes, I cried openly and cursed my terrible fate. My throat became coarse. My gulping sobs quickly took on the tone of a rusted gear. What? What? Oh god! Oh god, what? You've been working out again. Nice. Get on, then you jump off the bandwagon. Don't do it. You can do it. I believe you. I believe in you. This is... Huh? I woke suddenly, startled by some weird sounds coming from outside. Not quite as hard on my ears, but the jury's out on what they'll mean for my health. My gut reaction, there was some sort of more of those cultists coming to pray for whatever it is they pray for. Their master's love? Rogaine? I don't know. The movement is different though. It's like something large creaking back and forth. Weird. Some kind of ritual maybe? By ritual, I obviously mean shunting. Sweet merciless God, I'm imagining it now. Oh, it's just the worst thing. Quiet for a minute, then I heard the dry screech of a mechanism rising. Steps drew closer, closing in on my makeshift prison. Want that sweater? Where can you get it? It looks quite comfy, what can I say? The interwebs, yes. Yeah, I keep jumping on and off the exercising bandwagon as well. I have free weights at downstairs. I need to get to it, right? Oh my god, they're coming for me. What did Saddle want with me again? To make me the orgy queen? I don't know, because I don't listen to ugly old men, but it was probably that. Well, if they think I'm going to be fertilized without a fight, then they're going to learn a hard lesson and be sorely mistaken. Spotted a plank of wood on the ground next to me. Seems appropriate for this unholy space. Let's see how well it fits in some eyeballs. Slim V. I'm what you would call athletically fat. I'm slim, but I've got fat. But anyways, you've got to go, so you have yourself a fabulous class, Anna. Thank you very much for stopping by. It's going to be orgy queen. I'm going to be no such thing, Nate. No such thing for you. The doorknob gave a creaky sigh as it began to turn. My heart raced. My eyes darted from the door to the plank. Now or never.
Come here, the laddie.
Ashley.
Don't come!
Well, someone gather some Dragon Balls and call me Yamcha, because I'm about to be dead. Hey, take it easy. How dare he tell me take it easy? After what happened with Klaus, Ashley Graham is nobody's fool. No, get away, I persisted. I huddled against a barrel in abject fear, hoping to die more like Yamcha and less like Krillin. Calm down. Everything's going to be just fine. My name's Leon. I'm under the president's order to rescue you. I wish that I would have told Dad that I loved him more. That Mom is having enough. Wait.
What?
My
Father?
father? My body surged forward out of sheer relief. I'm saved. It's a Christmas miracle. This writing, I know, right? My heart began to slow a little, giving me a chance to examine my rescuer in full.
That's right. And I have to get you out of here. Now come with me.
Oh yeah. That Leon is exactly what we needed. I'm here to rescue you, chat. Come on. We need to get out of here. That's right. We've got DBZ references. We got everything. But as my eyes feasted on the Adonis beef in front of me, my vision became inexplicably clouded by bubbles and sparkles. My brain also started playing a song I think I heard in a laxative commercial one time. You know, the kind that says, if you just push hard enough, all of your dreams will come true and your business will thrive. The point is, I'm saved, baby. And by a super hot dude. Hooray! I had a million questions to ask him, but my tongue was dragging on the floor in the wake of his sexiness, so I just followed him inside, all the while my eyes being unable to leave the firm buttocks in front of me. I know, Zaychan. Isn't it the best? I mean, there's enough harem games out there with male protagonists getting all the women of their dreams. It's time we get the female love here. We get all the men. All of them. Wait. Who else would we need besides Leon, though? Slenderman, if you're still here. You gotta tell me. You gotta tell me. Are there any other hunks that we can pine for in RE4? Is there? Yeah. It's true. I mean, guys, I'm sorry, but I gotta say, my hips and my butt, they're the best part of my body. Oof, yes, wie. Ja, Slenderbar. As soon as I was up, Leon pulled out what looked like an old walkie-talkie. Wow, I haven't seen one of those in a while. Thought those lines were notoriously easy to jack. Oh, I know. He's using it because no one would suspect a U.S. agent to use such outdated tech. Genius.
It's Leon. I've succeeded in extricating my subject.
I love a man with a big vocabulary. Oh, swoon. He could extricate me anytime. Oh, wait. I guess he already is.
Where's the extraction point? Got it. I'm on my way.
Prove it, V. You need to see dead ass. Well, you just need to subscribe to my OnlyFans. I put all of the lovely feet pics, the booty pics, various other pics on there. So, you know, however, it is very exclusive. Very few people know about it. You need to do a manual search to see if you can find it. It's a reward. I wanted to make conversation since I hadn't spoken to anyone who wasn't gross or Klaus for an indeterminate amount of time. I want to make conversation since... Oh, yes. But he seemed... busy? Breaking barrels? Is this true slander? Is this what you did? Is Leon, when you're rescuing someone, you stop. You just stopped to go break random barrels? Maybe he's making sure there's no cultist spies hiding in the barrels? Not the first thought I would have, but that's why I'm not a bodyguard. With every barrel decimated, I thought he might at least ask me about my general state of health, but instead he moved briskly toward the door. Danny, you can stare at your butt anytime. Oh dear. Oh dear. Is he the Suander type? Suander? I don't know how to pronounce that. I hope not. Those are always a bummer in a crisis, especially emotional ones. Ooh, just kicks that door. Whoa! The testosterone is palpable. Just looks manly kicking that open. Ooh. Hey, any dude can open a door for a lady. It takes a real gentleman to open them in a way that reflects how badly she wants to exit said door. We ran down the snaking corridor and approached a ladder. Did someone carry me up this thing? That seems crazy, but par for the course, I guess. Before I could even look over the edge, Leon jumped to the ground below, landing with a confident thud. Now here's a man who doesn't waste any time. Oh, and it's spam. Yeah! Ah! Jeez, I know I got a little dizzy around cute guys, but that was unnecessarily impulsive. Kinda like I wasn't even in control of myself. Oh well, it was a thrill at least. Still, I should get out of his arms, so it doesn't seem like I'm enjoying it too much. I'll keep a man guessing, just like my mom is always saying. Did you hear? I don't know, I haven't seen it. I think he meant to say you, not Danny. Oh man. How great would it be if there was just a platoon of equally hot Secret Service guys just waiting outside the church, ready to escort me out of this nightmare? My reverse harem story begins now! Ha ha! Before we could even reach the door, a familiar voice chimed in behind us. Delaney. Delaney. No. That's his name. That voice, that's the huskiness of an old pervert if I ever heard one. Who are you? If you must know, my name is Osmond Sadler, the master of this fine, religious community. He seriously just referred to himself as Awesome Saddle? He might as well wear a sign on his face that says proud to be celibate. Then he'd at least be doing the world 2 favors. What do you want? Knew that I would hate this guy's face in high definition. Still, it's so bad that I'm becoming an atheist retroactively just by looking at him. To demonstrate to the whole world our astounding power, of course.
No longer will the United States think that they can police the world forever. You thought Danny was here too? Her and I had an old sex. Oh dear. Oh dear. Maybe soon. So we kidnapped the president's daughter in order to give her our power and then send her back. No. Suddenly and regrettably, I was awash in memories of the injection, so that's why they wanted me. In short, I'm the unwilling female ruler in men's dick measuring contest. Tale as old as time. Well, and the spirit's saying the quiet part loud, I guess I should add some context.
I think they shot something in my neck.
What did you do to her?
Like 2 Lance streaming sessions ago. Oh, good lord. There's a name I haven't heard in a while. Lance popped by. Well, a while ago. Alas, he sold his computer, so he's not doing the streaming thing for a good long time. Oof. Well, he's moving around and doing all the firefighting stuff. We just planted her a little gift. Oh, there's going to be one hell of a loving father. I thought I might bargain for quite a lot of money to keep this church up and running. Admittedly, I was fawning over the protective growl in Leon's voice and didn't really pay attention to that last part. Haven't seen him in a while. What? No. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Something about gifting some plants to my dad in exchange for some donations? Joke's on you, pal. My dad hates charities and the environment. Faith and money will lead you nowhere, Sadler. That's right, Leon. You stick to that prosperity gospel. Oh, I believe I forgot to tell you that we gave you the same gift. When I was unconscious? My god, but he looks fine from this angle. Wait, what? Same gift? Oh, Leon, no. We'll bond over this, I promise. You've seen him on PlayStation? He was keeping it. But life calls. Yeah, he was keeping it at first, and then he sold it to Julius. So it's still got a good home, though. Mr. Nem. Man name who? Such a easy to say name, but yet I had such troubles. Lurking away. Well, thank you very much for that, Lurk. I hope your day is going along fabulous. I added you after some months. Special. His name is now Fugly. Special contributions. My puppets. You'll do as I say. I'll have total control. Revolutionary. As long as that computer's getting some use, yes. God. This whole evil dude recites evil plan thing is wicked boring. Someone really needs to wake him from his world of cliches. Yeah, I was originally in talks with him about buying it, but then I didn't realize how souped up it was. It was a little out of my price range at the time, so I was like, yeah, my computer's still pretty good, so we'll leave it at that. I miss Mr. Lance as well. I'm hoping he'll come by through Winnipeg again one time so I can have another breakfast with him or something. Maybe Leon should do it with a bullet.
Sounds more like an alien invasion if you ask me.
Verbal bullets are not bullets, Leon. You would have bought it? Oh. I think he's looking for somewhere 4,000 to 5,000 for it. Because it had, like, lots of big stuff in it. Like, souped up graphics and everything. Now those are... Suddenly, we were blocked from the exit by more diet butter balls. Maybe Leon's onto something here. Denny's? Yes, in fact, that's where we went. We went to Denny's. Not going to lie. Confident smirks of the what now, bitch variety are undeniably sexy. Wait, Ashley, no! Too bad it's on a face that has all the dating potential of a garbage bag. Ooh la la. Leon, you thinking what I'm thinking? Trap those fools in a dramatic western shootout? Yeah, your max is 3,000-ish. Yeah, it was a little on the high end for me, so I was like, I'm good. Or we can run away. That's cool too, and maybe even safe. that was close. Whoa, that was way too close. Freaking crossbow nerds. Is there any more insufferable enemy type? These pancakes? Nice. Well, we had bacon and sausage and pancakes, I think. I don't remember. It's on one of my tweets a long time ago. Did I take a picture of our breakfast as well? I think so. Our breakfast might be in the picture with the both of us. I don't remember. Before I could even vocalize my surprise, we crashed through the window. And quite easily, I might add. I haven't had Denny's in a long time. Yeah. A heart attack sandwich. Oh, I should look into that. It's a weird, subtle display of wealth. Importing sugar windows from Hollywood rather than supporting the local glass economy. For all his beef with America, Saddle must like our movies. Certainly explain why he hired Klaus. It's all very dangerous and stupid. What cool stuff isn't? I think I seen a matzo stick sandwich at one point, but it was literally like just matzo sticks and a sandwich, and I didn't feel that was worth the extra cost because, you know, I could just get frozen. I should get some matzo sticks to heat up at home and make my own matzo. Grilled cheese matzo stick sandwich. Oh god, how good would that be? Oh, and about as well as my dad's first TV debate. But to be fair, I wasn't really prepared for Die Hard-esque shenanigans. Ever the supreme gentleman, Leon jumped to my aid in a flash.
You okay?
Physically, still in one piece. Psychologically, crumbling. Still, I didn't want to lie to him, so I just evaded the question. Just like on Meet the Press.
Leon, what's gonna happen to us?
I knew it was a pointless question. I felt I was entitled to a little neediness. Besides, guides love that stuff. So I've read in Cosmo.
Don't worry. We got into this mess. We can get out of it.
Rice cakes fried with matzo sticks. The sticks in between sourdough and marinara. Oh gosh, what do you guys... No, stop. Stop. Why is this so good? Oh man. I need to look that up later. I have to go make a note. We can get out of it. I like how he says we, as if this weren't all 100% my fault. But hey, if he's okay with cutting me all the slack, who am I to disagree? The chewy, dense morsels. I'd need to go out and buy it, Nate. That's the thing. But I have cheese. Oh god. Yeah, I think I'm going to make myself a grilled cheese later. Oh, yes. Open 24/7. I think the one by me is... because it's right beside a hotel. My heart swelled as Leon took a hold of my arm. His grasp both tender and protective. How fitting, I thought, that I would go to a church to find my personal Jesus. Although I just ordered pho. Or pho. So I had that yesterday and today. It was, oh my gosh. Once again, thank you, Lance, for introducing me to it. Once we were both up, I huddled close to Leon. Looking around, it seemed like we had landed in some kind of external storage. There was little in the room aside from some bags and barrels, so I didn't imagine we'd loiter along. I know. It's so good and so cheap. That's the big thing. I could order a bucket of KFC for like $40, or I could technically get off for multiple days. Chicken wouldn't last that long. Leon had other plans. Ooh, what plans did Leon have? It's only $3? Nate, get out of here. No, you're banned. Get out. Get out of here. You know what? No, I'm deleting that message. No, delete that message. No. Unacceptable. That's too good, too delicious, too freaking cheap. No. No, you get out of here with your delicious food that you can have that I can't. Is this some kind of hobby of his? Or maybe Barrel's killed his parents, and now he's sworn to destroy all Barrel kind. Leon nabbed the Spanish gold. Oh, I hadn't noticed it before while I was salivating over Leon. But there's some good stuff in these barrels. Ammo, gold, some kind of plant material, you know, resources. Leon grabbed the goods and shoved them into his pockets. Guess that explains his obsessive interest in barrels. But who keeps that stuff in barrels and in such sparse quantities? Is it some kind of rural geocaching? Looking for bullets and pocket change down at the local church? Spain is weird. You know what's also weird? That we're not being shot full of arrows. I looked back at the shattered window. The satellites had more than enough time to follow us. We were only a few feet down and would make for pathetically easy targets. And yet, nothing. Does their cult Bible prohibit them from exploiting obvious advantages? Are they having a synergy meeting? Are they just sad about their broken splendos? I shrugged my questions aside, knowing there were probably no answers. If there were, they're probably not worth knowing. I looked back at Leon. Finally seemed satisfied that he had fully raided the church provisions. We hustled over to the door and made our way outside. Take a picture of it and send out the... Please do. Damn it. I'm so hungry now. As we ran to the front of the church building, rain whipping ominously around us, we encountered what looked to be an angry mob of villagers. They were just groaning at first as they ambled slowly toward the church. Then a few of them started to shout. Un forasto!
Ahí está!
No te se escape! You can link the super easy Korean and cheese fry thing. Yes. That's all I'm going to say is yes. Here's another regret for the pile. Zoning out in high school Spanish. Something about not letting the forest hero escape? I don't know. Foreign languages is hard. We slowly inched our way down the path, presumably to see how they would react. I half hoped they might just be here to fight the man for raising taxes and stealing their chickens. But them lunging towards us with death in their eyes squashed that idea pretty fast. Leon coolly stood his ground, gun drawn. I thought that he could shoot the wagon in front of us, and maybe that would, I don't know, distract them or something? It seemed like a long shot. Shoot them! Shoot them! Or leave it to Leon, our hero. What should we do, 1 or 2? Yell at them to be fire. Destroy! Oh, those look tasty. Annie, those look so good. I'll have to watch that video later. Alright. You know what? Leon, he's our hunk. We'll leave it to him. I believe in him. You know what? No reason to put myself out there and look like an idiot in front of a hot dude. I've learned that lesson. Leon's the professional here. I just need to let him do his thing. Leon! Why? No! Been craving them to the point where I buy the questionable source from Amazon. Sent you the Google picture. Okay. So you can get game over. Just like in the game. Oh man. And you just know somebody did that in the game. They try to fight him with the knife. Well, here's the hoping that this isn't the dumbest idea I've had.
Leon, shoot those barrels on that wagon.
Oh, you know what? Had I played the Resident Evil game, I probably would have realized or remembered that, yes, there's some voice lines where she tells him to do things, you know, like a tutorial. So then in the game, you know, they do that. And because I didn't do that in here, he done did. Without a word, Leon took aim at the barrels. Admittedly, I don't know if he trusted my judgment or just wanted another opportunity to destroy barrels. Perhaps more surprisingly, the barrel spontaneously combusted, causing the wagon to roll toward the villagers like some kind of blazing poverty chariot. I don't really understand why a church would have explosive barrels on hand. Maybe that was their wine? Is wine flammable? Live hard, drink harder, I guess. Oh, I get it. That must have been the communion cart, filled with the blood of Christ, which erupts into the flames of perdition? I don't know. Feels like someone's confusing their testaments. Nonetheless, the Spanish flea song is in my head all of a sudden, and I feel genuinely bad about that. With the villagers crushed and or combusted by their own flaming paddy wagon, we took the opportunity to run past. Between the oppressive darkness and the driving rain, I could barely see the path, but Leon seemed to know where he was going, so I just followed closely. A bolt of lightning tore across the sky, and I realized I was looking at a graveyard. That's not ominous at all. Nuh-uh. One might say it's sacrilege to kill the faithful in such a hallowed place. Hallowed, I think. Place. But it's even greater sacrilege to think, well, at least you won't have to drag the bodies far. Ooh. Ouch. Having escaped the crazed villagers, we jogged leisurely down a narrow forest path and eventually entered a literal hole in the wall. In lieu of comfort food and tacky furnishings, we received a lone ladder that descended to who knows where. I felt apprehensive about what horrors might be waiting, but with Leon climbing down without so much as a disclaimer, I trusted that we'd be okay. Episode 7. Got something that might interest you. The ladder took us into a dark cavern, notably devoid of trigger warnings for claustrophobia, or even worse, cave crickets! Do a save. There we go. Go back in 2 because you need to call some friends. Alright, we'll see you in a bit, Nate. We moved briskly down the tight path and soon found ourselves in front of a rusty door. Leon began to push open the door with the tenderness of a kitten. I'm not sure if I should be charmed by his newfound discretion or alarmed by his sudden caution. What in blue blazes? I was immediately enraptured by the warmth circling the cavern. I felt safe. Cozy even. If only I had a glass bottle, I could take some of this feeling with me and maybe melt the ice around Leon's demeanor. It was perhaps the soothing nature of the flames that kept me from screaming when I saw the figure stationed between them. Whoa, who's this man in black? Another secret agent? Or just a run-of-the-mill small-town gun nut going through a man cave phase? Wait. What's happening here? There's eyes. Ugh, why am I seeing bubbles and sparkles again? How hard up am I? Whoa. Why is my eye moving this way? Is the parasite giving me superpowers? I feel like I could sneak in a lot more gawking before it got awkward. Glove. Hand's a little dirty. It adds convincingly to the forest hobo aesthetic he's got going. Let's focus on something else. Coat. Wait, no! That was too... I didn't click anything! Skirt. Is that skirt? I'm not judging. I'm appreciating. Let's focus on something else. Backpack. My, what a big sack he has. Wish I could have checked him out longer, but honestly, it's good enough. Bubbles is good enough for me. Oh, it was timed, I guess. I did not realize it was timed. Shoot. Alas. Leon approached the man casually, so I assume they were working together in some capacity. The more the merrier, I guess. He's not as clean looking as Leon, but he may be better armed. A girl in peril has to keep her options open.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Huh. Not the accent I was expecting, but in a good way. Australian, maybe? I'm all about the thunder down under. Did I really think that? Well, I questioned my mortal credibility. Leon started browsing the man's inventory.
What are you buying? Thank you. Is that all, stranger? What are you selling?
The merchant quipped enthusiastically as Leon stoically perused his wares. Maybe it's part of Leon's safety protocols to avoid conversation where possible.
I'll buy it at a high price.
Merchantman seemed pretty excited about some jewels Leon showed him. Whoa, is that a bejeweled beer stein? There's no way this guy's paying market price or something like that. Can't believe they're making Leon break barrels and pilfer valuables just to obtain supplies. Either my rescue is a low-budget affair or a relationship with Spain is more tenuous than I realized.
Come back any time.
Finished with shopping, Leon resumed jogging down the tunnel. I should wave to the merchantman, but I didn't want to mistakenly initiate another romance just yet. We ran further into the tunnel and stopped abruptly in front of a shallow puddle. I wonder what that was for. Testing the water for traps, maybe? Still, it seems a little rude to just vandalize the merchant's place of business. Whatever the reason, Leon swept right past the flame like a man on a mission, which he was, of course. What I really mean is that he hurried over to a box tucked in a nook in the wall. As if by instinct, he drew his knife, because what is a box if not a barrel disguised as a rectangle? Excuse me. Crates really do hold auto use. We ran through the remaining tunnel and climbed some stairs to another ladder leading upward. I huddled close to Leon again as he approached the door to the next room. Despite all of Leon's caution, the room was pretty barren, save for a brazenly large typewriter on the table. Or maybe regular sized? I don't know, I wasn't born in the 50s. Maybe someone's writing a novel? I guess I'd try to be a writer too if it got me out of Blighttown Better frame rate edition. Hey Casual Shay, how's it going? While I was dispensing first world judgment, Leon started typing away. Baffled, I looked over his shoulder. Perhaps he has Hemingway aspirations? Would explain the terseness. As it happens, he was simply typing a record of his time and location. He also mentioned professional mode and round 2, which I could only assume was spy lingo. How did I like the Spider-Man DLC ending? It was pretty good. I enjoyed the fact that it was a nice long arc and that it wasn't just DLC is one little short story, DLC is 2 short, another short, and third is another short. Just hoping you typed garble. That would have been pretty funny. And I enjoyed the ending costume as well. That one actually kind of looked neat. And the animations, I don't know, but to me, they looked a little bit more fluid. Like the Miles thing. Oh, Miles is a cutie. He's so excited. He wants to be jumping in right into the Spider-Man stuff. So I'm excited to see how he's going to be progressing with that with the new game. And it also ended up showing he probably got the camo tech from Sable. Getting his game. Yeah, I think a lot of us is DLC. Well, it's a standalone expansion. It's weird when they do things like that. So it's not a full-length featured game, but it's not going to be a DLC either. Weird, but yeah. Is he using the typewriter to let someone know his progress? Again, I can't tell if the orchestrator of this operation is extremely crafty or out of their damn mind. Probably the latter. After all, what better way to fight crazy than with better funded crazy? What is this? This is Resident Evil 4 Otome Edition. You've played, for those who have played Resident Evil 4, this is a spin-off created to show you possibly Ashley's point of view of what happened during that time. It's kind of like a fun little reverse harem situation. You played the game, not this. Yes, copyrights are all still to their respective owners, but this is something Shimmersoft had created kind of as, think of it as a fanfic. In any case, I hope our little SOS to the world reaches someone. In the meantime, I guess we're moving on. So it's a comedy romance, as it were. Are you actually doing anything, or is the game kind of playing itself? Like any visual novel, I'm progressing the chat, and then I get some choices here and there, and some little side games. The movement and everything is happening by itself. It seems like little motion captures of actual gameplay that they've put into this. So he plays Ashley, not Leon. It is following that. Yes, so there have been some choices. We've asked them in chat there for people to vote on that a few times. So far, I think we've had about 3 different choices. One gave me a game over because I chose wrong. Oh no. How? Is Leon really going to ignore that crate? You think you know a guy. Professional mode round 2. Second try. So... painting the town red. We found ourselves once again assailed by rain and darkness. All of a sudden, the relative safety of the previous room seemed worlds away. An unnervingly low vibration hung in the air, stirring in me a feeling of dread. Maybe it was just the shrieks of bloodthirsty villagers that had me on edge. Either way, I followed as closely behind Leon as I could. Leon led me to a tower and started climbing up an uncomfortably tall ladder. So wait, he's got the guns and the muscles, and I'm the one going up second? Guess there's no sex discrimination around here. Fine, if gentlemen are dead, so are proper ladies. I'm going to check out his butt the whole way up. That'll show him. I mean, it's too dark to really see, but it's not like I deserve to see something. So wonderful anyway. Suddenly, if we're being honest, unexpectedly, someone snatched me up and tossed me over their shoulder. I flailed and punched as wildly as an unfit 125-pound woman could, which admittedly wasn't much. Given the situation, I did what any damsel in very great distress would do.
Leon! Help!
Hey, Leon, please don't shoot my leg, Leon! Hey, it's Leon. Scrambled to my feet, eager to put some distance between me and Pablo, the kidnapper. But when I looked at him, his body remained limp. I realized that it's insensitive to just call a random Spanish man Pablo, but screw Pablo, he was a cultist. What is it they say about insanity? Doing the same thing, expecting different results? Sounds about right. I dedicated a little less time to admiring Leon's glutes and began climbing myself. It's really amazing what getting snatched by a cultist will do for one's fear of heights. Whew, what a climb. But not a bad idea to stick to higher ground and force them into a funnel. It should be moderately safe, right? It's not like they can throw stuff this high, right? I scanned the area below for any cultists with pitching aspirations. Just then...
Wait here.
Wait here? For what? My expiration date to pass? Rather than explain himself, Leon stoically leapt from our perch like he simply didn't believe in either gravity or leg fractures. He has got to have government implants in his legs. Got to! Which begs the question, what other parts of his body has the government enhanced? I'm asking for me. I hovered over the edge and squinted my eyes against the darkness, trying to watch for Leon's movements below. I wonder what his plan is. Shooting people. Not an original plan, but solid. Leon rushed past the villager as he wailed in pain, but the darkness made it difficult to see what was going on. What the hell did I just see? Were those worms coming out of his head? calm down, Ashley. This is going to be... Oh, sweet baby Jesus, this is not going to be okay. My head is going to be worms, and perhaps even worse, Leon's head is going to be worms. Shakily looked up and over the railing. I figured I was already scarred for life, so I may as well stay abreast of current events. A burst of light below drew my eyes rightward in search of Leon. As if on cue, some more of the villagers stumbled out of the shadows, weapons in hand. Granted, those weapons were more like farm tools, but hey, semantics.
Te voy a hacer picadillo.
Picadillo sounds like an admiral nickname for a nosy armadillo. But it's probably something lame like, "You're mincemeat!" As if anyone outside of cartoons even says mincemeat anymore. Amazingly, the cultist was only stunned by the blow. Rural folk are indeed hardy. My god. It's like Chuck Norris if Chuck Norris was actually hot. Leon ran back to the base of the tower and called up to me.
Follow me.
I don't usually like being told what to do, but for Leon, I'll make an exception. I approached the ladder and prepared to climb down. Then it occurred to me, how much longer will I have the luxury of attracting men catching me when I jump? Seems like a waste to do things normally. Whee! Am I crazy? Whew. In hindsight, that was extremely dumb of me. Thank goodness for Leon's government implants, or he'd be a puddle. We ran behind the tower, down a dirt road. The whole area kind of reminded me of my great-grandmother who had lived in a rural part of Wisconsin. She swapped torches for porch lights and crazed cultists for trashy druggies, and is basically the same thing. I mean, they even have bear traps in the street. It's my childhood summers all over again. What's with the knife? Surely he's not going to... My eyes clamped shut, in much the same way I fear the trap would close around Leon's arm, fiercely. Whew, his delirious biceps are still tethered to his shoulder. It scared me half to death. Still risking your own arm to conserve a bullet? I shudder to think of how the man budgets groceries. He didn't get far before Leon put on the brakes and raised his weapon to the darkness. The rain pelting me in the face. I could just make out the vague, doughy shape of a villager. I wonder if that cultist set the bear trap. Maybe that's how people snake brides around here? Wow, a bullet saved is a bullet used, I guess. I'd say I'm blown away, but I think the other guy has me beat in that department. There seemed to be a large gate at the end of the path. I could feel a surge of adrenaline in my legs as we approached. I didn't know what was on the other side, but anything had to be better than somehow worse Wisconsin. Okay, that's a lie, because there are lots of things that could be worse. Probably like, oh my lord. Saddle? Ashley. She didn't have hit. I did not think that, yeah. Okay, she's got me out of words here. No. No, bad brain. No one would ever want to ride that saddle. Me gusta. Oh, damn. Oh, whew, Leon. Whew.
Wait.
The collision with Leon's shapely back muscles returned me to reality before I could dwell any longer on much more awesome saddle. I could see the gate just ahead, blocked by a lone villager. He's brandishing a torch. Maybe blocked is overselling it a little. A blockade in the same way that a traffic cone is a blockade for a twister. Ooh, spicy, I know, eh, Lanny? Whew. Yeah, that worked out about as well as I expected. In the abstract, I felt sorry for the man. What kind of person was he? What were his dreams? We left last line of defense guide to his final moments of agony and rushed onward toward the gate. The only thing standing between us and hopefully escape was more bear traps. Because if you can't stop people with torches, broken feet and tetanus is apparently the next best thing. Episode 9, Down in the Dumps. We'll do another save. We passed through the wooden gate into what looked like a small ranch. Leon ventured in cautiously and surveyed the area. Considering the church group he just demolished, it does seem conspicuously quiet here. There's a shed over there. Seems like a decent place to lay low while Leon clears the path. Maybe I'll suggest it. Suddenly, and to my confusion, Leon turned toward a lonely open dumpster. My initial thought was that the mission coordinators had stored more of his supplies in the garbage. I wasn't sure if that constituted an upgrade from boxes. On one hand, I know it was sturdier. On the other hand, garbage.
Hi.
Wait, what? Is this a joke? Then part of me knew it wasn't. My body shivered, shedding off generations of hygienic conditioning. I jumped inside without a second thought. I held my breath as the lid closed above me. I scooted my body around. I was surprised to realize the bin was bereft of garbage. Either rural Spain has some pretty good sanitation management, or the villagers are far too busy being crazy to throw their trash away. Although it doesn't change the fact that the only handsome man around had just ordered me to sit in a musty waste bin in rural Europe with a parasite roaming around my guts. I want to say unwanted pregnancy metaphor, but unwanted pregnancy metaphor. I shifted uncomfortably in the dumpster. In its awkward crouch, my legs began to sober up from the adrenaline rush, only to discover that a whole lot of pain had moved in. Angered by the needling hurt, I couldn't help but lash out at everything that seemed responsible for my predicament, excluding myself. Stupid saddle, stupid Klaus, stupid Jenna, stupid government class, stupid geopolitical dynamics. I took a deep breath and sighed. I'm getting too wound up. Oh, I know. I should do some of those meditative exercises that my life coach... Oh my gosh, coach? My life coach taught me. Alright, here goes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Okay, Ashley. On a beautiful beach. The sand is soft. Sun-warmed. Sun-warmed and nestled between your toes. Your personal bodyguard lounging nearby, baking his delicious abs to a golden sheen. Your personal butler appears in dashing attire, offering a comforting smile and a refreshing pina colada. Your personal dolphin trainers putting on an adorable show with your personal dolphin Flippy, water spraying all over the trainer's rippling pecs. Everything is wonderful. You have plenty of money. Nobody has worm heads. It occurred to me then, amidst my fantasy, that Leon might finally be in danger, or worse. Terrified by this prospect, I thought to peek out for a look. I know it would be just my luck that some stray cultist would walk by at that moment and see me. Instead, I placed my ear close to the wall of the bin, being careful not to get too close. Too much to hope Saddle laced this parasite injection with some vaccines. I strained my ear, listening intently to the world outside my garbage sanctuary. Didn't hear much at all aside from the occasional thunderclap in the distance. That frightened me. I expected to at least hear some scuffles. But before the creeping terror of my savior's demise could ensnare my thoughts, the shrill sound of a gunshot burst into my eardrum. A somewhat morbid, but nonetheless comforting symbol of hope and salvation. Well, for me anyway. Assured of Leon's survival, I resumed my effort, full listening. Heard a few more gunshots and some muffled screaming that gave the impression of someone falling from a fair height. What kind of ass is Leon kicking out there? A series of thunderclaps prevented me from hearing any more. No sounds took their place as they faded, though. All was quiet on the Spanish front. I listened closely, my heart racing and eyes darting. Is Leon okay? Are the cultists gone? Can I get out of this godforsaken dumpster? Ooh, what? Was that a whistle? Is he trying to signal that it's safe? I mean, I've only ever heard that whistle used to beckon someone, and by someone I mean a pet. Not wanting to think too hard on the idea, I hastily threw open the lid of the bin and breathed deep. Thank God that's over, by the way. I smell like rotten meat products. That's just too bad for Leon. Speaking of Leon, I scanned the area for him. It was difficult to see, but I found him by the light of stray lightning bolts standing on what seemed like a bridge connected to the farmhouse. That moment, his golden locks seemed like a beacon of a lighthouse shining fiercely against the cold black sea. He truly was poetry in motion. Ah. Well, it doesn't seem like he's making any move to jump down and escort me over there. I guess he did kill who knows how many people for my safety. So I'll cut him some slack and do some legwork. I hurried over to the farmhouse. On my way, I was surprised by the lack of bodies on the ground. It seemed impossible, but so did a lot of things. Maybe the cultists are just literalists on the whole dust-to-dust concept? As I ran, I became poignantly aware of how insane this all was. People dying for what? Is it all just for politics? And who stands to gain? One power-hungry old man? Or is this bigger than Saddle? Bigger than all of us? What if this goes all the way to the Illuminati? Amidst my struggles to glimpse the machinations of this mad world, it didn't take long to reach Leon. My head snapped back like a piston when I heard some groans behind me. Are there still villagers out there? Someone resisting the siren call of dustiness? Maybe I should ask Leon if we're safe. And some other things. Where are the bodies? Does my smell offend? Dog whistle? Really? That's 3 choices, Atron. There you go. We've got some choices. What should we do, everyone? We got choice 1. Where are the bodies? Choice 2. Does my smell offend? Or 3. Dog whistle? Really? Really, Leon? Really? Smell? We've got the choice for smell. Anybody else? Going once. Going twice. We've got some more smells, all right. Sniffy sniffs. Before I could open my mouth to speak, Leon spun on his heels. I was a little disappointed, but in hindsight, the creepy sounds behind me were a tad more immediate. Leon leapt down from the bridge. I could see a ladder on the ground already. I'm just going to presume he kicked that down because he likes catching me so much. Well, everyone, I'm sorry. It appears that our smell is so terrible that Leon just leapt off a bridge to get away from us. I mean, it's his fault, really. He told us to go in that dumpster. As I prepared to jump myself, Leon raised his gun and looked directly at me. It'd be like that, no. Nocturnal shift, it'd be like that. And there's not much I can do. I could feel my cheeks flushing under his intense gaze. Realizing that he could easily see my lacy panties from this angle, I instinctively pulled at my skirt. I didn't really understand what Leon was doing, but sudden self-consciousness called forth a common refrain in the lives of women.
Ow! You pervert!
A bullet whizzed by me and I realized, mortified, that there was a cultist behind me. But a sequel to Pablo the Kidnapper was nothing compared to the vortex of embarrassment rising up from my stomach. For a moment, I thought it might be better if I just died alongside the cultist. But then he began to collapse on top of me and I rediscovered the will to live. God, he's starting to dissolve on me. Ew, chump, chump! Leon's upset about the pervert comment. He's certainly not letting it impact his professionalism. Which dudes on the train were half so gracious. I inspected my clothes to check that I didn't get too much cultist dust on me. Also, I know I didn't pay attention in chemistry class, but now I'm thinking I really didn't pay attention in chemistry class. There's another giant wooden gate in front of us, once again guarded by bear traps. I see the creativity well has run pretty dry in these parts. Okay. So, we're playing Leapfrog now? Not exactly the back-touching opportunity I was expecting. Oh wait, he must not think that we can just go through the gate, so he must want me to climb over it? Oh, that's probably it. Go me! Could have saved us some trouble by just talking like a normal person. I swear, it's like he believes the strong silent type is an actual personality. I need to think about whether that's just stupidly sexy or just stupid. I hardly climbed onto his back. He struggled briefly to push me up, but managed to straighten out completely, raising me several inches higher. Muscles. I reached for the top edge of the grate and hoisted myself over, wishing that Leon's muscles had some sort of sharing plan. With a great effort, I pulled myself to the top of the gate and swung my legs over. No one to catch me this time. You can do this, Ashley. 1, 2, 3. I hit the ground pretty hard, no doubt scuffing my boot and tearing a ligament. Still, it could be worse. I could have worn my high-heeled boots, and boy, that'd be a real nightmare. Fortunately, there were lanterns around the door, although that left me a bit paranoid about who had lit them and whether they were still prowling about. There was a large plank covering the door, but I easily pushed up to the side.
I opened it, Leon.
I whispered, trying to avoid undue attention. Leon opened the door as cool and serious as ever. I happily fell behind him as we ran forward. Admittedly, I missed him in those 10 seconds. Or maybe I just missed his safety. I don't know. Clarity is a scarce resource right now. The only thing I really know is that I'd like this little vacation to conclude just a little more quickly. Episode 10, Cabin in the Woods. With Leon and I reunited, we continued our forward march. Hey, it's our friend. After a few seconds of jogging, we came to a rickety bridge. To my surprise, the merchant was waiting beside it.
Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Wait, didn't we last see this guy in that underground passage? How exactly did he get ahead of us? The logical answer is that the mission coordinators had Leon and the merchantman take different paths in order to reduce suspicion. Granted, not sure how much faith I have in logic these days. But it would explain their communication strategy.
What are you selling?
Yeah. Bizarre as it all was, I appreciated that Daddy was going to such lengths in order to rescue me without creating controversy. He doesn't have a lot of political capital right now. Surely that's the reason for all this recon work, right? Please, God, let me write about something for once.
Come back any time.
Leon and the merchant finished their bartering, and we resumed running down the rest of the bridge. Leon stopped abruptly in the middle of the bridge, turning his attention to the radio buzzing on his hip.
I'd rather not hear it.
While Leon took in what I assumed was, at best, inconvenient news, I looked back down the bridge to see the merchant still standing there. He seemed so detached, like a statue, or Steven Seagal. Action man Steven Seagal. Actually, Leon reminds me a lot of Steven Seagal, now that I think about it. I want to say it's his eyebrows. It was probably just a general air of, my first language is bullets. I don't know if that makes him a good man or a dangerous man, but when you've been marked for death, the fact that he's hard to kill is enough to give a girl a fire down below. Son of a...
Great. Got it.
I looked back at Leon, who didn't seem very happy about the news update. I had thought to ask him what happened, but he immediately resumed running down the bridge. I use a credit card to kill a bunch of men. Exactly. This game has something for everyone. Blasts of lightning illuminated an old cabin at the end of the bridge. My hope was that it was a safe house for the operation. My expectation was closer to a cultist slumber party. Uh-oh. Well, darn it. I said I wanted to be right about something good for once. Good! Maybe we can go back the other way. You know, group up with the merchant, buy a rocket launcher. Uh-oh. Oh, come on! Hey, wait. What happened to the merchant? Did they swallow him with their organized rage? Did he escape before they absorbed his polygons? Realizing that our peril was a tad more immediate, I looked to Leon in a panic.
What are we gonna do, Leon?
Hate to say it, but we're sandwiched all right. Quick, in that cabin!
I certainly didn't want to be an Ashley sandwich, so I sprinted as fast as my tired legs could manage. Unless she's sandwiched between two Leons. Leon reached the door first and smashed it open, being sure to first scan the room with his gun drawn. His commitment to protocol under pressure is pretty admirable. Uh-oh. As the villagers descended upon us, Leon yanked me into the room and slammed the door. I knew we needed to secure the door somehow, but I was at a loss. I just left it up to him. Then from behind us, a voice rang out, energetic and clear. Leon? How rude, just hurling planks of wood at unsuspecting people. It's a good thing I honed Leon's reflexes. We both swiveled around to see who was behind us. Leon didn't immediately draw his gun, so I figured we were relatively safe as the low man strutted towards us.
Small world, eh?
I'm supposed to know this guy? Because I'd like to.
Well...
Yeah, look at that profile pic. I'm swag. Gotta say, English is so much sexier when filtered through Spanish. I really have to watch myself with this one. I bet it's super easy to get on his path. Unconcerned by friend and foe alike. Will simmer down? I don't know. Lanny, she's full throttle here. I'd move to the bar of the door. All the while, the Metro Cowboy and I began a showdown. With only our eyes as weapons. Wait, no sparkles? No bubbles? What's going on? Is he gay too? Wasn't sure why my bubbles were broken. My concerns faded away as his eyes openly and salaciously explored my body. He must be searching for just the right compliment to lure me into his Spanish wilds. She's thirsty, what? I mean, she'd want to be all like, She has quite the way with words, yes. Oh, dang.
I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics, too.
Yeah, my lips are supple, aren't they? Hey. Wait. What? I'm basically America's princess, and my boobs are the only thing worth mentioning? I guess we know now where all the cowboys have gone. The shit. Seriously, I'm so pissed right now. Bruh. Just because I'm an incubator of evil doesn't mean my body is every man's plaything. Right back up. Yeah, you want to see some ballistic Spanish, man? Well, you just stepped on America's nuclear arsenal. How rude.
And I don't believe there's any relevance with my figure and my standing.
Not the most forceful reproach, but I tried to keep it diplomatic. It's like Daddy always says, never burn a bridge until you see hell on the other side.
Who are you?
I demanded. There's one thing Debate Club taught me, to always hide your disadvantage by turning the conversation away from yourself. He keeps getting a few buttons drop up. I know, I had to make sure that the V went a little lower this time. For Otome Edition, it felt fitting. We gotta, you know, it's for Lanny. There you go. I was hoping Danny would stop by here as well, so this way she could admire, but You know, it is what it is.
Oh, excuse me, Your Highness.
Hey,
Perhaps the young lady
I'll get that service, you know.
first before asking someone his name.
I gotta keep my subs happy. What can I say, Danny? What can I say? Oh my gosh, I said Danny instead of Lanny. Nate, what have you done to me? Touche, you inglorious bastard. In true debate team spirit, I must begrudgingly concede the point. Not without a sassy retort.
Her name's Ashley Graham, the president's daughter.
Confused as to why I referred to myself in the third person, I looked away angrily to pretend that I didn't just say something really stupid. My sharp turn hopefully had the collateral effect of letting him know that I hadn't forgiven him his slight. You give men like him an inch and they'll take your virginity. I would know.
Is she... well, you know.
Don't worry. She's cool.
She goop. I appreciated that Leon's trying to be encouraging. I much less appreciate feeling like I'm some kind of circus freak who's on the verge of growing a worm head. For the record, I am not over the worm head and will not be over the worm head anytime soon.
Never mind. There's supposed to be some kind of obvious symptom before you turn into one of them anyway.
Is he talking about the parasite? Newsflash, mi amigo. The symptom is freaking wormhead. Not sure why El Jerko is so informed about the current situation, but maybe I should ask him a few questions. Question time! All right, everybody. Number 1, about this parasite. Number 2, is there a cure? Or number 3, you condition much? Those locks of hair are almost as glorious as my own. And if so, what conditioner is it? You must know. Once again, choices are number 1, about this parasite. Number 2, is there a cure? Or number 3, you condition much? And said she'll come and see. Oh, maybe I'll have to undo if I undo another button, it's getting dangerous. I might get banned. Let's go. I'm curious if he conditions. Another! I mean, I don't remember if Danny subbed. If we get another sub, I'll do another one. Just as I was about to probe the mystery. Oh. Probe the mystery, my gaze turned in horror to the villagers who were descending upon the cabin.
Look,
Now that I think about it, they've taken a really long time to walk what was seriously like 30 feet. Almost think they're zombies.
Ashley, upstairs.
Following Leon's command, I made my way towards the stairs. Before I ascended entirely, I took a brief glance back at my gun-toting haughty saviors. Good luck, Leon. Zombies aren't real. Oh, hey, it's Danny. Well, hello, Danny. Oh, wait, let me just pop this a little bit more for you. There we go. It's not quite to your bikini one that you did of me, but it is what it is. How you doing today, Danny? Game time. And you too. Hey, wait a second. He forced me to introduce myself and then didn't return the courtesy. Man. Episode 11. Cabin Fever. I'm curious how many episodes there are. Because this is only chapter 1. Chapter 2 is supposed to be coming out later this year. Shiversoft has not announced a date yet. They're still working on it right now. Your moist vest. Ooh. Danny, you were about to get even moister? Or is the moist going to turn to wet? I don't know what the vernacular is for it. But there's some hot guys in this. We gotta see Leon without shirt. A hot version of Saddle. We gotta be trying to eye up the merchant so far. This is a true Otome game. Once upstairs, I found a bureau and huddled inside. Adrenaline was coursing through my body, but with no way to expend it, I became nervous and fidgety. Moisturer? I like it. Slander said he sped run this game? Oof. Oof. In an effort to distract myself, I pressed my ear close to the bureau door and listened carefully. Huh. Deja vu. At least it's not a garbage bin. Will Leon and Antonio really be able to deal with all those villagers? I guess we'll find out who's got the better plot armor. With the prospect of untimely demise on my mind, I couldn't help but feel guilty for what I had said to El Niño. Sure, likening my breast to violent weapons was questionable, but I can appreciate that he was trying to lighten the mood. A little levity is welcome next to Leon's relentless gravitas. And to be fair, I was checking him too. Maybe I should apologize, assuming we survive. Oh shit, I blurted out when the pounding began. I know my etiquette instructor would be mortified to hear me say that, but screw her. She was never attacked by zombie cultists. Ashley, just calm down. Everything's going to be fine. Times of great duress, it is prudent to relax the mind with calming imagery. Just like before, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. You're just in time, Danny. You are in a serene forest, untouched by mankind. Wisps of honeysuckle tickle your nose. A delightful, seatless warbling glides down from the branches and caresses your ears. You are accompanied by your bodyguard who is well equipped for the journey. The only thing tauter than his bicep is his trusty hunting bow, with which he will stave off your enemies and your hunger. Also in your company is a handsome lumberjack who excels at chopping wood. Both his axe and his chest glisten with the dew of the forest. In your periphery, you spot a weird elf larper fiddling with his master sword. You pretend to ignore his lustful gaze while admiring his high cheekbones. Suddenly, a forest sprite appears. He leaps quickly between the branches, daring you to catch a glimpse of his tight pants. Let us gaze upon this image. The sensation of joy permeates your being. Your GPA is higher than Jenna's. Nobody has wormheads. Repeat, nobody has wormheads. Uh-oh, sounds like something crashed downstairs. The villagers managed to breach the door? Or maybe the windows? It's hilarious, isn't it? Listening closely, I could barely make out voices. Agarelio! You know, now that I think about it, we're in someone's house. Are we the intruders? What if this is the cultist community center? Property violations are such a messy legal territory.
Like everyone in the whole village is here.
His name was Yummy. So dead. Well, I guess you can't intrude when there's no one left to intrude upon. A stream of gunshots sounded from downstairs and moved progressively closer. Oh god, are they coming upstairs?
Leon, upstairs.
Fabio. Jesus. I really gotta ask Leon for one of his guns.
Hey, what are you trying to kill me?
I had my breath and covered my ears as more gunshots were fired just outside of the bureau. Flash grenades in this tiny space? That can't be good for Leon's beautiful eyes. Did you send those invitations? I told you no more than 50 people. Oh, Antonio. A confident quip or gallows humor? I guess we'll know shortly. The gunshots persisted for another minute. I half expected to go deaf from all the noise. But then, without any warning, everything went quiet. The gunshots ceased and I could hear footsteps descending the stairs. Propelled by curiosity, I peeked outside of the bureau. Some blood stains on the ground, but otherwise, it was clear. I was so impressed by how the cultists disappear. So eco-conscious. I jumped out of the bureau and made my way downstairs. I found Leon and my forest hero conversing on the first floor. I was amazed that both men had survived and somehow looked none the worse for wear.
So, what do we do now?
The bridge I crossed to get here's out. So I guess we have no choice but to keep moving.
That hair, yo. The bridge is out? What? Did they burn it behind them? So how does he know that already?
I forgot something. You guys go on ahead.
Fernando.
Louis.
So the Spaniard's name is Luis, huh? Too bad. Javier was really growing on me. But at least now I can stop with the horrible racial epithets. I wonder what Luis's story is. He seems forlorn for the playboy type. I like a man who subverts expectations. I watched Luis walk away into the night. I glanced at Leon, who seemed rather solemn himself. How does he know Luis anyway? He doesn't seem like an agent. So much intrigue and drama. I feel like my brain is going to pop. Well, that might just be the ringing from all the gunshots. Episode 12, The Sound of Silence. With everyone but us gone, an unnerving quiet descended upon the cabin. The whole place felt painfully lonely. And if Leon shared my sentimentality, it certainly wasn't reflected in his reload. I followed behind him because really what else was I supposed to do? Still, I couldn't help but look back toward the bridge and wonder if I'd ever see Luis again. I keep on saying Luis again. Hey, wait a sec, this bridge isn't out? The immediate danger behind us, Leon hustled around the area, grabbing convenient stores of ammo sitting atop crates and logs, kind of like Christmas as imagined by the NRA. With spoils in tow, we headed back toward the back gate where the villagers had flooded in from. Merchant man, you're alive! What? Leon approached the man as if it were the most natural thing in the world for him to be there, pawning his wares.
Got some rare things on sale, stranger.
Indeed. Is he in cahoots with the villagers? Is that why they allowed him to move about so freely? I don't want to believe that, so let's tap the old fallback plan. Magic. Oh, I feel a portmanteau coming on.
Stranger. Now that's a weapon.
There it is. Dijinja? Dijin. Dijini. You know, like a genie ninja? Oh. The perfect foil to an evil wizard.
Not enough cash, stranger.
In seriousness, I'm a little overwhelmed by all these men and their mysteries. Starting to be less Loretta Chase and more Agatha Christie. Wait, don't most people die in Agatha Christie novels?
Come back any time.
Clearly finished feeling with Dijin. Dinja? Because I know Dijin. Where is it? Dijinja? Yeah, we'll just say Dijinja. Leon proceeded into a small shed just off the side.
Isn't that
Hey, Nocturnal Shift, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the story time. Glad to have you here. There was another one of those typewriters in the room. Without a hitch, Leon began typing away just like before. The documents lying next to it were a nice touch. Made it seem like an actual typewriter and not a government spy tech, which I had to be. Right? Leon started to pore over the documents like they mattered. But he's feeling dutiful enough to read stuff, because the only paper I want to see in front of me is a joint. I wonder if I really focus. I can stare at him. Last time it was timed, we gotta go quick. Let's stare at this ass. Woohoo! Witness the power! Time to show me what you got, Leon. Oh yeah. Butts! I admit the pants are the most flattering, but that's the more inventive. Hope on to the next. Oh, I have a limited amount. Let's go for Those abs. The desire to touch his back is overwhelming. It's basically finger porn. Yeah. Next thing, gotta do that chest. Shoulders, I wonder, I hope catching me isn't straining his shoulders. Oh no! Or maybe it was timed? Ass! You got it, right? Oh god, Leon's looking right at me. Was I staring at him too lustily? More importantly, does he mind? Is it timed? Maybe. Because those bubbles disappeared a lot faster than I was clicking the things. What? I just want to stare at Leon. Come on, man. He looked like he was ready to move on, so I scooted out of his way. Hopefully I just looked like I was just zoning out. Damn it, Leon, what are you thinking? Mine's a complete puzzle to me. Wish you'd throw me a bone. I'm not the master of unlocking over here. Looking up and down even faster. I know. But you can't really take somebody in, right? If you're doing that quick elevator look, like, you can't really take time to admire all the assets, right? I followed close behind. So we left the shed and glanced at Dejinja. Yep, whatever, as we walked by. Mainly, I wanted to quietly assure him that he wasn't out of running yet. Might have winked. I don't recall. Not that it mattered much. The blue wisps that caressed his hood revealed only an unwavering gaze. They say eyes are a window to the soul, but whoever wrote that forgot to mention that glass can be tinted. Oblivious to my romantic turmoil, Leon forged ahead to a small room embedded in the gate that contained a single lever. She's the master of unlocking. It's like her only thing, that and being captured. It's also being thirsty now. It is the height of her power. Thirstiness. The lever only moved left or right, presumably corresponding to the two sides of the gate. I assume we had to make a choice. I think this is going to be important. We're going to save. Empty save slot. Well, if anyone cares about my opinion around here, I'd choose. Should we go left or right? Don't kill me, everyone. Left or right? What's it going to be? I'm so worried. Remember, it's been too long. Why does it look questionable? I wasn't going to say anything, Lanny. I wasn't. But I'm glad that I wasn't the only one who saw that. I went, Okay, we'll go right. Before I could chime in, Leon pushed the lever to the left. That son of... I considered making some cheeky remark about taking the sinister path. I couldn't afford to risk what few cool points I had with Leon, so I stayed quiet. After pulling the lever, Leon traded his Magnum for a fancy-looking shotgun. He didn't explain why. Then, I suppose the shotgun was explanation enough. Leon proceeded to the gate, and I followed behind, not unlike a stray puppy. Hey, it's just like Dad is always saying. There's two ways to the top, Ashley. Take orders or kiss ass. With Leon, I think both are in order. Got bad news for her, because Leon is well, y'all. Wow. Oh no! Oh no! You know, now that I think about it, Dad primarily speaks to me in aphorisms. In hindsight, that explains a lot. As we ran through the open gate, I felt the silent looming of Dejinja's eyes on me. I was flustered at first, my mind brimming with anxious thoughts. It's just like the Bachelor season finale, except nobody's even pretending to be romantic. Does he think I'm cute? Is he calculating my black market value? Would he date me for a high price? I don't know. I don't know anything. Staring back, I pleaded for some sign. Was he warning me? Judging me? Was it just his way of saying we'll meet again someday? Like later tonight, after he teleports again? Get real, Ashley. The dude cosplays as the Grim Reaper. Possibility that I'm walking straight into hell is an open one. Oh, the Shinja be damned. I guess we're doing this. What are the odds that this door leads us out of this Mexican wilderness? Too hopeful? That's insensitive, Ashley. Mexicans aren't Spaniards, even if they are speaking the same version of Spanish. Wait, how do I know that? Great, now I'm lecturing myself on political correctness while also being confused. I've got to escape this fever dream ASAP. Episode 13, Two roads diverged in a wood. On the other side of the gate, we didn't seem like we were anywhere safe at all. Oh hey, look over there. It's everyone's favorite portable dorm room. The garbage bin. I can't wait to hide in one of those again. Yuck. This does not spark joy. The shrieking villager lady came rushing towards us, eager to entertain us with the classic shear the flesh of thine enemies routine. Kind of like an episode of Jackass, except instead of being dumb, it's malicious and dumb. But does she think it's all a dream? She's hoping. She's hoping it's all a dream. At this point, with this much craziness, what is there left to believe? She catch fire? I guess you could say her bit backfired. Wait, that's a terrible joke to make. What's wrong with me? Anyway, we left the cultist for a brief cosplay of the Human Torch and made a beeline for the dumpster. Maybe if I grovel, he'll get in the dumpster with me. That'd be hot. More than being in it alone, which is very unhot. Better get to lick every one of your abs after this, Leon. Oh my. Axis of evil. That was close. I hopped in as dutifully as before, settled into the same shit squall as before, and the same empty dumpster as before. I lifted my head slightly to snatch a final look. The visual itself was precious oxygen. This game was made just for me. You know. Only one such as I! Oh, sorry. I gotta do another button for this one. Such as I. The wonderful, lustful Vesever. Okay, no, that's it. It's going back in. It just felt too salacious for this stream. Oof. Okay. Gotta pull in the pheromones. Regain the power in. Okay, we can continue. The V stands for the shirt. It's true. You thought the V was all about the storyline, but really it's all about that V-neck. Method actor. Well, just wait. If my mouth wasn't so dry from all the reading, I might just let a little drool dribble down, but it'd get lost in my beard and it'd look gross. The lid slammed shut above me, just as debris began running down. I have to say, I'm impressed by not only the tidiness, but also the automation. It's rural Spain's greatest asset, that's for sure. Still, I never imagined I would be commanded to inhabit a garbage bin, much less to do it twice. The indignity of it all, am I right? Yeah, it's completely Wait, who are you? You don't know? Come on, guess. Uh-oh. Nope, no idea. What's so funny? Your willful ignorance, for starters. Don't you recognize your own self? My own self? Me? Do you have some other explanation for why I'd be in your head? Insanity? Not out of the question yet, but no. You might think of me as a spin-off. Those aren't usually any good. You're right, especially when the source material is shoddy to begin with. Wait. Hold up, Shimmershop. this game here, this Otome Edition, is a spin-off of Resident Evil 4. Are you saying that Resident Evil 4 is shoddy to begin with? If anybody here is a little unhappy about that, here is Shimmersoft's website. You can find them on itch.io. I'm sure they have contact information on there. I want you to get a hold of them. No, Ashley, shut to begin with. We would never. Okay, Shimmersoft is here in chat. I want you to let them know just how you think about them, saying that Resident Evil 4 is a terrible game. I know, here's me getting you in trouble. I'm sorry. Ouch, you've got dead aim. I'll give you that. Give yourself some credit. After all, I'm just the ambassador of your more colorful qualities. What little there are. So, my conscience? Please, this isn't one of your Hallmark movies, girl. It's survival. Take the sparkles out of your eyes and you'll find that your emotional reserves are leaking out faster than your parents' sex tapes. Whoa, wait, my parents made a sex tape? Well, not together. Also, don't act like you didn't know. To be fair, Ashley is the shoddy character. All I hear is Leon! Caspeth, well, let's be honest. Such a hunky man as Leon were in front of you. Wouldn't you two be shouting Leon? Hoping to get but a glimpse of his gaze upon you. To see the rippling abs and those flexing pecs beneath that shirt. The tightening of his buttocks as he catches you in his thick biceps as you leap off a ladder. Whew, getting the shivers thinking about this. So I repressed some stuff. You can't blame me. No one can blame me. Let's stay on topic. You need to survive this. Leon's doing the heavy lifting, but it won't mean much if your mind breaks. That's why I've been promoted to the foreground, to help you cope. If you wanted to help me cope, you'd help me. You'd find me a plate of Belgian waffles. I got Leon on my mind too much. I can't think anymore. Oh, gotta focus. You know that stuff goes straight to your ass. All this fantasy inside a trash can. The true question is, would you turn down a chance to rub sun lotion onto Leon? Caspeth, you raise a very good question. You raise a very good question. All right, it is such a good question. We're putting up a 3-minute poll. Would you turn down a chance to rub sun lotion onto Leon? With the responses of yes, no, or offer to do it twice. You know, okay, yes, we read that. Thanks, Mom. Hey, where did you get those glasses? His personality is just that one girl's name. I mean, he doesn't talk much, it's true. You like him? I want something that says, deal with it. So I guess you're not going to go away, are you? Unless you stumble across a pile of ecstasy to bludgeon me into dormancy? Probably not. Just great. Well, if you're going to be floating around, should I call you something? The only right answer is to do it twice. I know, right? Parcel to Darkside. So Anna, is your class done? How did it go? That's Darksider Chronicle for myself, but it's your brain. I don't want to deny you the opportunity to use it for once. Ada Wong, yes, that is my girl. How about this? Trashly. Boom! Get it? Because we're in the trash. And well, you know, your brain trash. Doesn't feel so good, does it, you failed synapse? She's all like, I got the perfect name for you. Trashly. As I choke myself out. I didn't even have to be rated for that. Oh god. Oh god. Well then. There you go, bait. Choke myself out. It's okay. You work out after the class, so you're a bit sweaty. Looking forward to your bath later? Yes. Having a nice relaxing bath after a hard day's work. It's always relaxing and nice. Oh, whatever's Graham Cracker. Graham Cracker? Just drudge up the worst feelings from high school, why don't you? Oh, I have graham crackers and marshmallows still. I don't have chocolate, but I have that. I could make myself some s'mores. It's just not the same without chocolate, though. I should go out and get some tomorrow, but I digress. Bath every night, gotta make sure you stay clean. I mean, yeah, if you're working out and everything, you get super sweaty. Then yes, definitely. Ooh, that poll's almost done. As your good old buddy Cloud like to say, just having a little fun. You know what? You're not helping me at all, so I'm just going to ignore you and listen to the sounds of Leon's victory instead. Girl, look at him. He ain't ever going to lay off, Trashly. I'll let you come between me and my dreams. So where was I? Oh, right, the sounds of Leon's victory. It does seem like some of the initial commotion subsided. I wonder what Leon is doing out there. Remember sweating this much, but it's a good sign you're burning fat. Excellent. Ooh, bam. 67%. Offered to do it twice. One once. You know? I can respect the once. Just the yes answer. I can respect that. After all, you generally don't want to rub too much lotion on someone, because then what happens? You're not going to see the abs anymore, right? Or any of the muscles, because the first rub on, it goes in, it goes nicely, right? It goes in. But then when you put on too much, and it's just that pile of wine, you're just smearing it everywhere. Looks gross. Thank you very much, everybody, for your votes. I appreciate that. But yeah, oh, Anna. Yeah, but back when I did jiu-jitsu, good lord. The beginning workouts and everything, yeah, we were all many sweaty. Dude, did the sun just smear? Oh, that's rough. I mean, I'll do smearing as well, but I love it. Up until it's in there. It's in there good. More importantly, how long he plans to leave me huddling in this dumpster. And smearing is technically safer because if you're doing too light, you leave patches open, right? Makes the skin nice and moist. Oh, hear that, Trashly? What, the sound of you being summoned like a mutt? No, Trashly. That sound. What is this? It's America. I'm not American, so I can't take offense. But also, you get to touch him twice. It's not really about the lotion, let's be honest. You make a solid point. You gotta touch him twice, but you might not be able to see the definition, but you've got to feel it, so you gotta know. By that, you mean white, powerful men patronizing women with the pretense of autonomy? And a resounding fuck yeah. Ooh, calling out. Listen, if you're just going to be a negative Nancy, why don't you go fortify my neurons or something? Oh, sure. I'll hang back in the occipital lobe and take notes on how to woo older men. Occipital lobe, Anna. Occipital lobe. You were talking about that back in your studies. I'm excited. See? I remember these things. Also, you could... Oh, yes, no, I read that. Love how she's wearing the deal with the glasses. Yes, it is very well done. Was Leon's type? Too many love interests. I have no idea. In the games that I've played, he's never really showed a love. I think Ada was the closest that I've seen that he really cared for. But I haven't played the later ones all that much. Which lobe was the occipital again? Oh, forget about that. Leon waits. Ada, Claire. He didn't care for Claire, really. Did he? Even the dumpster, I ran down the path and ascended the ladder to the platform above. And I didn't read fast enough. Bad feeling about this. Hard to get girls. Yes. Did he? Okay. I'll take your word for it because I don't know.
Hi.
Every single ab. That should be the end of chapter 1 and just go into chapter 2 from there. That'd be hilarious. Seriously, this is ridiculous. That's America for you. Are you playing that song or... Yeah, I'm pretty musically challenged, but I did my best. I call it good old plan B. Whatever, I'd rather just know what's up with this place and all its dumpsters. Do these things magically transfer items from one location to another? Is that their true purpose? Ada's the only one he's obsessed with. Cried over Ada, but he played with Claire. Ooh, tantalizing. You were literally just in one and didn't teleport. Then again, maybe there's a weight limit. Why would magical boxes be bound by trivialities like... Wait, you're making a fat joke, aren't you? I see cleverness is a side effect of pigging out on Cinnabons. That's a low blow, Trashley. A low blow indeed. No lower than the blow that you gave to the football captain, am I right? Oh, snap. Bad, Trashley, bad. That memory is between me and God. And Kyle. Focus, bitch. I'm just trying to keep you grounded. Now, don't you think this is a trap? Is a more empirical possibility than the dumpsters or teleportation boxes? Just a little. I think people would do that. Just go to Spain and lay traps. Proof is in the pudding, honey. I mean, how many bear traps are on the ground? I guess you're right. Oh, hey! You know Spanish? I seem to have inherited what little you retained from high school, yes. Sweet. Well, if you're just going to blurt out your opinion anyway, you mind translating as needed, pretty please? I'd be honored, your dumpiness. Turn off that jazz that you've been playing. I hate jazz. I know you do. Is it really so dangerous out there that Leon can't take me with him? Anything's better than being in a garbage bin. What was that and why was it so close to me? Do they need me to translate chainsaw? No, but I would like to amend my previous complaint. I have never been more grateful to be in a garbage bin. Haha, you better hope your boy Wonder can manage some power tools. That gratitude's going to evolve into starvation. Don't jinx it, please. As is often the case when one experiences events from within a dumpster, I could only listen and wait. For a time, my metal piston hummed with a distant hellish melody of chainsaws, bullets, and human screams. And then, silence. Why isn't he whistling? What's going on? Ta-da! I hurled myself out of the dumpster and inhaled fiercely. I looked around, but between the darkness and thunder, I couldn't tell where Leon was. Trashley? This is one of those helping moments you're apparently here for. Kinda busy right now, if you couldn't hear. This cheaply produced mood music doesn't just make itself, you know. Come on. Well, considering you're standing in a circular platform with a hole in the middle, that your dreamboat's likely waiting for you in the harbor below. Admittedly, it took me a second to dissect the metaphor, but then Leon came into view and all was well with the world. All aboard! Ah, men's muscles. The original safe space. Well, you thought your dad was tone deaf. What are you going on about now? Look around you. Barbed wire, sandbag barricades, funneling structures, and lookout towers. Up until very recently, a bunch of very dead people thought this was their safe space. Use the camp key. And then the walking embodiment of the US military complex barged in and fucked their shit up. Your safety, their annihilation. Ooh, Do some poignant political words here. Hey, don't try and make me feel guilty about this. I didn't decide to be kidnapped. What decision do you think these villagers made? I suppose they deserve death because you hopped in a car of a dude who takes fashion advice from the WWF? And look at your boy band singer turned secret agent here. He's purchasing your future with blood. Why do you think he's so stoic? Not because he's cool, so he can lower his therapy bill. You don't know anything about Leon! I got my data from the same source as you, honey. No, I know what you're trying to do. Being on my insecurities, trying to make me feel like I'm the only one at fault. You're an emotional parasite. Making the obvious jokes spoil our relationship? God, did I tell you to shut up? Yes, but you also asked me to translate as needed. Thought that might extend to moral clarity. My bad if not. Sounds as bad as Jenna. If you want help so bad, go convince my bladder to hold on to its liquid gold investments for just a little longer. And also shut up. Well, I'll do what I can until you find a can. What a lame pun, which means I'm lame. Darn it. Alright, lamely. No more villagers. Another dumpster. My god. Apparently tired of all this malarkey. Leon readied a flash grenade and hurled it into the crowd. Amidst the chaos, we bull rushed the crowd and bolted toward the exit. The villagers quickly regaining their eyesight, and with it their zeal for murder. Leon hurriedly lifted the block. Wow, the bar blocking the door. The block blocking the... Hey. How much did this cost, Atran? The amazing, wonderful price of $99.99. Actually, it was free. You too can play this wonderful game if you so wish. Whoa! Over at itchy.io. Sure, I post the link up above. Those of you who have not gotten it, let's see it over there. This is only chapter 1. So they will be having chapter 2 come out later this year. There. Yes. Large gate closed behind us, like the maw of a creature made brittle by time. The Oria... Oh my lord. I need to take a moment, focus my brain. You can read. You can read. It's not hard. I believe in you. Okay. The area before us seemed to be something of a cliffside. I looked right and saw an opposing door. The exit, I imagined, to the path I thought to take. Like that Frostboom. 2 roads diverged in a wood. And something has made all of the difference. What I'm saying is, I'm grateful that my body isn't in cubes. Leon pushed boldly ahead, seemingly unfazed by tranquility and terror alike, exactly as I'd want my husband to be. Situated between the paths was a large gate adorned by a mask with one glowing red eye. Leon inspected the emblem briefly and moved away toward a trail sloping off to the left. I guess puzzles don't interest you much when you yourself are a puzzle. At the top of the stairs, we stepped onto a gondola loading platform embedded in the mountainside. Love the patchwork sheet metal aesthetic they got going. Really reminds you of crippling poverty. The gondola cars moved up and down the line, so innocently committed to their electric destiny. It reminded me a lot of the American Rust Belt. Charming as an idea in a third world sort of way. Fortunately, us coastal elites are much too savvy to ever get... Oh my god, wait for me, Leon! Okay, so we're on a rickety old gondola car, suspended who knows how many feet over the Spanish abyss, but it's cool. We're cool. It's not like anyone else would be riding this thing at the same time of night. Right? Surely you already know the answer to that question. Damn it, Trashley, shut up! Well, I do now. I wish I could see what was going on. I'd be able to help with that. For real? Check it. What am I seeing what Leon is seeing? How in the name of glorious abs is this possible? Just a little repurposing of your overactive imagination. How? Wait, are you saying? Just shut up and enjoy the shoot bang. Man, Leon is such a good shot in my imagination. Why is he shooting the legs instead of the heads? Now, I'd like to think those were just lone cultists making a pilgrimage of sorts. Like the narrow planks represent their perilous finances, while the derelict gondola speaks to their hopes in being economically relevant. Is this Capcom approved canon? Who knows? Capnon. I will leave that to your imagination. I like to think that it is. But that sweet reload is making me suspect it's another ambush. Capcom, more like, oh! Oh! Don't sue us, Capcom. Sorry. So you haven't been in this pursuit since that little tabloid past misadventure my senior year. Good times. Oh, right. So to help with the Capcom suing, Shimmersoft is selling this game for $40. They own all the rights. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. They did not say that. They're not. Please don't come after me next. I held it close to Leon's back, partly to avoid being hurled off the gondola by the recoil movement, and partly to assess whether he smelled like sandalwood. He smells more like blood and sawdust. That's never deterred anybody. I personally enjoy the scent of cedarwood. This is my beard balm. So good. Hey, down in frontal lobe, you mind? The show's about to come back on. Sorry. Oh, look at those shots. Just taking them all out. Bam, bam, bam. Damn, if only sex were that satisfying. I mean, with Leon, knowing you're lucky, you'd probably have a micro penis. Hey, size don't matter. It's how you use it, right? That's what they say. That's not the worst thing. And give lousy oral. No, not you too, Leon. There we go. That would be disappointing now, wouldn't it? That would be very disappointing. That combo. Oof. What happened? Am I alive? Well, more alive than that guy. I'll give Leon credit. He knows the right way to avenge a woman's honor, which is swiftly. Still, it's kind of horrible watching people fall into the Spanish abyss. Fortunately for my conscience, I'm already done with this thought. Now on stable ground. Took inventory of my pain. Yeah, seems like a pretty good amount. Lucky that my face is free of hatchets, sure, but gratitude is a poor substitute for Tylenol. Leon turned toward me with some kind of canister in hand. Are we going to graffiti their gondola? Because I'm feeling exactly that spiteful. Whoa, whoa, why is he aiming that at me? What is this? Pesticides to keep the bugs from eating my battered flesh? Weird. It smells like plants. Like pot plants. Not that I would know anything about pot or have any experience with pot panics. All of a sudden there's a tingling feeling in my head. I can feel the throb starting to get far away, and I feel like chuckling. Oh my god, this is pot. Wow, I'm feeling like really good. So good that I almost forgive that axe hurling madman. I mean, he was just doing what his heart told him to. Would I really be any different? Would any of us? We moseyed over to a long staircase leading downward and proceeded, not surprisingly, in that direction. Look at her stony face. We continued along the path at the bottom and soon came upon... who else? The Shinja.
Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
So not only did he beat us down here, but he somehow did so while also carting around boxes of ammo? What the hell with those torches? They're collapsible. I'm becoming attracted to this man based purely on his mysteriousness. Surely that's not healthy, but neither are macaroons, and by God, I love those little morsels. Leon wrapped up pretty quickly to Jinja, but I guess we did already see him like 30 minutes ago. We resumed our jog down the path and soon ran into another door, not unlike the ones in the village. Naturally, we proceeded without any concern for our safety. Would you take a look at that? It's forest! Oh hey, that reminds me of playing that song. Dark Black Forest on DDR. Oh man, long way to go, honey, he said. I know, but I'm afraid. Where are we going? She asked. Into the dark, black forest. Soon the narrow path fanned out into the dead end, featuring a solitary ramshackle warehouse type place. I bet 10 Spanish dollars that they keep the cultist Kool-Aid there. That's why we've come, right? To find an antidote to the evil within? As we approached the door of the building, I swallowed hard, trying to fight back the encroaching sense of loneliness and dread radiating hardcore from this place. Still, I tried to seem brave, if only for Leon's sake.
You better stay outside. Ashley, go hide.
Yeah.
Well, that's a load off. Time to cower. There wasn't exactly a ton of hiding spots, and I thought it unwise to back myself into a corner, so I nestled myself between a nearby tree and some weird log shed. From my excessively dingy cover, I watched Leon carefully open the door and become one with the darkness. I wonder what Leon's going in there for. Maybe to meet another secret agent? That doesn't explain why I'd have to hide. Oh, unless they thinks they might double-cross him. Trauma. At the same time, it seems pretty dangerous to just leave me out here in the open in the middle of the forest in the dead of the night. Oh crap, I just remembered I'm vulnerable and terrified. I never thought I would miss the dumpster. Garbage sanctuary! What has happened? Oh my god, the building's on fire. I mean, wow. I didn't know backstabbing happens that quick outside of General Hospital. Didn't really want to leave my hiding place, but I was also afraid of what attention a flaming warehouse might draw among the saddlebound. Bereft of good ideas, I moved to the other side of the shed and desperately wished I could curl into a morph ball and just roll out of here. Instead, I squatted intensely and watched nervously for any sign of Leon. Each passing second burned away a little more of the rope of my hope. My hope rope, you might say. For a moment, I was petrified by the thought that Leon had been murdered. So much for Trashley being here to help me cope. And again, it is kind of funny that she did literally get bludgeoned into dormancy. Listening more closely, I could hear noises coming from the warehouse. Sound like bullets and shrieking? Rather unholy medley, but if it signals a struggle, that means Leon's alive. Give him hell, Leon. Because otherwise, yeah, I'm dead. Another few minutes passed and eventually the sounds dissipated. I took a chance and ran up to the building, trying to hear better while avoiding first-degree burns. I heard something collapse, but it wasn't from the inside. I peeked over to the corner to the side of the building. I half expected to see Dejinja standing there. Actually, did Dejinja know about this? Did he tip off the secret agent? Is he the secret agent? Did he teleport into the building? Is it the coat? Is that the source of his power? So many questions. As if to undercut my mounting anxiety, Leon tumbled through the hole in the siding and rolled coolly to his feet. Gosh, Leon's safe. I'm safe. Woohoo! Take that, Dejinja, you potential traitor. I ran up to Leon, who looked a little scuffed and bruised. A good look on a man, I might add. Just character. Maybe I should inquire further about the preceding incidents. You know, so that he knows I'm thinking about him. Are you hurt? Did Dejinja go rogue? Will you marry me? 1, 2, or 3. 1, are you hurt? 2, did Dejinja go rogue? 3, will you marry me? Oh, yeah. I'm thinking 3 as well. Closing off in 3, 2, 1. Will you marry me, Leon? Please say yes. Ooh, cold shoulder. Well, I guess you don't have to. It was just a thought. God, why? Oh, God. How could he just crush our hopes and dreams? Episode 16, the egg, the bass, and other things. We made our way back to the gondola station, but before boarding, Leon turned his gaze to the towering silhouette looming over the darkness. Is that a castle? It's huge, so huge that I'm not sure how I missed it before. Excuse me. Right. Anyway, it'd be nice if someone there could help us. Like a prince. A rich, handsome, filthy, fucking rich prince. Oh, what if Lewis is actually a prince? Like he became disenchanted by wealth and decided to commit his life to the people after he realized they had been denied the luxuries he has so long taken for granted. Like light bulbs. Man, maybe Trashley was right about my overactive imagination. Although, really, is there a healthy upper limit to fantasizing? I certainly don't believe in one. I'm still the boss of this brain. Leon sure looks nice. Wisps of fog only accentuate his excellent jawline. His arms, so smooth and defined. It's not often you find a guy who can balance muscle and metro. Wonder what else he keeps shaved. Oh dear. Oh dear. Dirty thoughts. Huh. Sure is quiet without the threat of assault. I might not get many opportunities like this to chat with Leon. Maybe he'll talk to me about something. But what? Hey, Leon. About that explosion. About Lewis. About the merchant. About that spray. About my rescue. Ooh, these are all good questions. All good questions. Gosh, I actually don't even know what I want to ask. Do we want to learn more about the explosion? About Lewis, the merchant? Only get two. Ah! Why you do this to me, Shimmershoft? Why? Maybe we should ask about Lewis. After all, always good to know a bit about our mates. So, if you don't mind me asking, how do you know Lewis? Is he another agent? No, he's just an ex-cop, or so he says. Found him in a dresser a few hours ago. He was in a dresser? Wow, Lewis was in a dresser, stuck in a dresser too? That'll be a great icebreaker. Long story. Oh, hey, that reminds me. You hungry? Oh, well, maybe a little. I got some gum and a couple of eggs. I also caught a delicious bass. But it's a little big. Oh, Oh no. Oh no. Do we go for the drinks? An egg or that delicious bass? Whew. I think we want his big bass. Yeah. Let me see that bass. Here you go. Oh, he wasn't kidding. Damn, I thought it was innuendo. Whoa, he really did give me bass. Think of tossing it to make space anyway. So feel free to eat whatever you want of it. Raw? Sure, like sushi. Jeez, I know I'm a white girl, but I'm also an upper class white girl. Presentation matters. Do you mind to look the other way for a minute? Sure, I'll keep an eye out. Can't have you getting hit again. Thanks. Am I just going to toss it? Yep. So long and no thanks for all the fish. Done already? You really were hungry. All right. Oof, about that spray, about my rescue, the merchant. I don't know. Do I go for the merchant or the spray? Does he walk around high all the time? Is that what I'm going to ask him? What about that merchant? He's so silent, mysterious. Well, he's not silent, but so mysterious. You wonder enough about that merchant. I want to see what he says about the spray. So that spray you used on me earlier, what was that? That's a little tough to explain. Try me. You remember your father shooting off those missiles at Raccoon City? Yeah, where the virus broke out, right? Right. There's the company that caused the outbreak, Umbrella. They developed a lot of things, most of them dangerous. When they shut down, the government confiscated a whole bunch of their research and products. This is the first I've heard of this. Not exactly common knowledge. Point is, some of their research had merit. That medicinal spray, for instance, was a gift from the lab team. But isn't the merchant guy selling that exact canister? Yeah, that's almost certainly contraband. Umbrella had a bunch of cover operations in Europe. Some of their stuff was bound to end up on the black market. Someone's going to have it, might as well be us, right? Makes sense. So is it anything like pot? Yeah, how'd you know? Oh, just, you know, a lucky guess? Don't worry, I won't tell your parents. Ooh, that smirk. Ooh. The gondola came to a halt, and with it, my fantasy of continued conversation. Onward, I guess. We jogged down the small hill and walked up to the large wooden door that Leon had inspected earlier. And began sifting through his pockets. Huh, I wonder if he, like, swiped a key from the secret agent, for example. Oh. Sweet, merciful Jesus. First off, you. Secondly, maybe I should have asked about what went down in that warehouse. Thirdly, scratch number 2, I made the right choice by not asking. Still, in the spirit of the times, I'd like to say that this whole thing has become unreally unpleasant to my eyes. Episode 17, running from the bulls. I was gonna say bullshit. We step through the gate and... Okay, now hold on a second. We just stop and ponder the fact that a total hottie just opened a door with a person's eyeball. Is that not the very definition of insane? Hey, rectal scanners. I mean, those people don't even have toilets and they're building doors with retina scanners? Ooh. She knows. I know I live in a gated community, so glass houses and all that, but this wolf gap is wild. Whew, okay, I'm good now. Just had to clear the air. Continue me. Why, thank you, Ashley. I'd be happy to. Where was I? Oh, right. On the other side of the gate was a very tight path leading up. The path was enclosed by rocky embankments that were totally climbable, but Leon seemed fine with walking the old straight and narrow. It's not like we're trying to escape an area bristling with hostility or anything. What is that rumbling sound? Oh, I swung my head backwards, paranoid that the villagers had blinded finally... Oh, the villagers Leon had blinded finally regained their senses and came to exact vengeance. Oh, he was behind us, and I thought for a second that maybe Trashley was pulling on some brain wires. Then I looked at Leon. His grip on his pistol signaled that I was a fool looking in the wrong direction. My god, is that a truck? On this tiny road, we'll be crushed! Which is almost and certainly the point. If we just go back through the door, if they crash through the gate, the momentum would probably cause them to fly over the cliff. My genius or what? Thought about bolting, but Leon held firm. If I run now, I might distract him. He might also think I'm a complete coward. I also don't want to think I don't trust him, and love a girl with undying certainty in their manly ability to succeed almost amidst unreasonable odds. I need to make the right choice. Yeah, you know what? I'm not trusting Leon. I'm sorry. Truck that. We're running. As if sensing my desire to flee, Leon stepped back and raised his weapon to the night. Can't run now. We'll throw off Leon's aim, and then he'll be crushed. It's my moral obligation not to let that happen to his hair. That make me regret this, Leon. What's he doing? Oh, how good is his aim? Oh. I didn't notice him shoot the driver. I guess he did. Okay. It's like he's telling me to be his wife. We began to plan out our wedding. We slipped past the flaming truck and continued up the path. He booked it up the rest of the path toward the castle, the size of which only has continued to astound. Someone is definitely compensating for something. The villagers doing their best impression of a stampede, Leon and I looked honestly at one another. We both knew there was only one option.
On the other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
The kiss. This was going to be our last moments together. As the villagers drew uncomfortably near, I looked to Leon for guidance. He flicked his eyes at a crane to my left.
You take that one.
Okay.
Ugh, look at the rust on this thing. I thought I've gone too long without a living touch. Focus, Ashley. Cultists! Cultists with torches! I took hold of the handle and looked for Leon for a signal. I knew it was going to be more quiet body language, but I imagined a seductive wink, blown kiss combo. Anything to keep the spark alive.
Ready?
Wow, actual words. I'm so motivated. Let's push this crank, noodle arms. Push it real good. Push it, push it. Watch me work it. I'm perfect. Wow, we did it. Does this qualify us for a relationship upgrade? I mean, it's not quite dodging ancient traps in unison yet, but I think there's real potential.
Come on.
Yeah.
Experience so far doesn't give me a lot of confidence about what we'll find in this castle, but in the absence of definitive danger. Still going to lean on rich, handsome prince named Lewis. And that is it for RE4 Otome Edition, Chapter 1. Chapter 2, coming soon. Follow us. Follow Shimmersoft. If you enjoyed this game... Oh, wait, I'm in the way. I'm in the way. Let me disappear. Sorry. We'll get rid of this webcam. Then, rid of this background. And then, on top of that, we'll get rid of the overlay. Get out of my way! Exactly. Support us. You can click to donate. You can... Oh, you guys can't do that. But I can. You can follow them at Shimmersoft. Once again, you can check them out at their website right there. I said right there. Why are you not sending the message? There. Thank you, Twitch. So this game was completely free at no cost, and I was happy to play it. After all, Shimmersoft, it's great. It's great. You should check them out. Check out all this stuff. Remember, we play Pause in Motion. Good times. Go buy that game. You know what? We're going to call it right there for tonight as well. Perfect time as any.
Allow me to guide you all to the world of surprises on this train that runs toward glory.
Thank you very much, Chris, for that amazing sub. Oh, pleasure having you in the stream as always. Ooh, oh, look at that bee emote. Do I have that one? I do have it. Oh, it's so cute. No problem, Shimmersoft. You keep up the good work. Let me know when Chapter 2 is coming. Even though I've never played Resident Evil 4 before, I really enjoyed my time with this. It was a lot of fun. I found that I didn't have to play the game to enjoy this. It was good stuff. And I will definitely do Chapter 2 as well. Now we all await the Steam Summer Sale tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Are there any games that you all are interested in, that you're excited for? You know what, let's switch this to just chatting now. Ooh, exciting. This will be my first time in just chatting. Let's see how many trolls I get. It's gonna be great. Eco 15% off is coming. I can feel it. Oh, Zaytran, right. I didn't tell you. I've been talking a lot about Eco to other people too. So I think we've got Zooperkeeper Chris here who's interested in doing it, possibly doing a server himself for his community. Chat, you're not dressed properly. Oh, you know, no nipples are showing. I'm hoping this extra low V is going to be like viewers just like whoosh, just like if some people were looking at Leon's delicious abs. I mean, He'll let you know. Perfect. Yes, Chris. If you're looking for extra people to play on your server, let Zaytran know here. Oh, Zaytran, are you on someone else's server right now, or are you hosting the Eco server currently for yourself? Slip an ice cube down that shirt. Oh, baby. Now we're talking. Now we are talking here. Getting some ideas. I like this. So far, I am hoping for AI the Somnium files to go on sale again, because it's gone down to 50% in the past, and I'm thinking this time around I might be willing to go through with the purchase on that, especially because I'm kind of winding down my backlog of games. Amazing, I know. I've got a couple short ones that are left, and then I think I still got some longer ones, but it's getting there. I'm feeling very happy. Like, I finished all of my PS4 games, unless I decide that I want to stream Resident Evil Remake, which I'm not that far in, so I could just start over. But, you know, I'm pretty sure everybody's tired of seeing that. And then other than that, checking off the names on the list, that's right. Sitting there going like, Yep, that's... Oh, wait, this one, I forgot. No, I gotta write some more on there. But, as I was saying, what other games are you all looking forward to? I like some ideas of things to look out for myself, because let's face it, there's a lot of stuff that we don't necessarily know about. Skipped. Oh, you skipped Syndicate and you just went straight to Origins, Chris. Ooh. Why abouts? You just wanted to get to the latest and greatest, as it were? There we go. What's the cinematic video? Okay, that works. I might need to do that for myself, to be honest, because I was thinking about the games, and you know what? Center myself a little better. That's better. And I tried playing them right from the beginning again, but gosh, or from the ones where I missed off. But I'd only finished like the second part of the Desmond series. I forget which one that is. Assassin's Creed 3. That's the one I was starting to play. That's where I kind of left off. It's just rough because you're only doing it so you can get... Yeah. And that's the thing, because I too wanted to try the more modern day stuff. But it's... I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I remember that I don't know, something about the Assassin's Creed's movements and so on. It got to be just a lot of climbing around, jumping. I don't know. I found it got repetitive really quickly, and I didn't end up doing anymore. So sadly, I never did get to continue with that. You know what? What I can do here as well. Woo. Let's swap some musics up. Yeah, something that's not quite so creepy. Chris is probably like, hey, I know these songs. Maybe Ooblets or Fielders. Oh, what? Ooblets. That sounds familiar. What is... I'm going to look this up. Oh, right, Ooblets. The whole thing that I was... Oh, there we go. For some strange reason, I didn't have that on my wish list. And now I do. Thank you. See, this is why I'm asking about games. The funky one because I was looking when it was first said, they were talking about on Epic Store, and I didn't, or did I find it on Epic? Because Epic was tweeting about it. It might be, I didn't think to look onto Steam. But yes, Zaytran, I'm on the Steam page right now. In fact, woo, if anybody goes to Steam through their web browsers, here you go. So it looks like it's going to be coming to here as well. Is it currently out on the Epic Store? And another question. No, I'm sitting here opening my... Oh, Epic says now. Yeah, okay. I'm sitting here frantically opening Epic. The Epic launcher. Is it out? Is it out? What? What is this? Pathways is still the free game up until... Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be air. I still have my coupon. I'm excited. And then, Zaychan, have you made a... Or I guess no, because I haven't done it, but are you going to be making a note on your Discord about the Worm Online launch for Steam? About getting people together for that? I still haven't played it fully, or since I completed the tutorial, but I need to be... You've been thinking about it? Okay. I know it comes down to as well, like, who's going to be the deed owner, I think, is one of the things that you're thinking about, right? Am I right? Do I know enough about the game yet that I understand deed owners and you can add people to the deed so this way you can all build there, but it still belongs to you? Worm or... Yeah, pretty much. Excellent. Yes. I am excited that I am actually starting to understand. It is this one. It is... You can currently play it right now. It's been out for a long time. And you can play Worm Unlimited, which you just buy and you can play. There's no fees. There's monthly subscription fees. But they've stopped supporting that now. Yeah, they got you, didn't they, Chris? They're like, ah. So they stopped supporting that with patches and so on, and they're only supporting Worm Online. Now, it's free to play, but you get capped at level 20s for your skills and so on, and you have to pay monthly in order to uncap everything. I think that's really about the only bonus you get. I'm not 100% on that, I could be wrong. And then from there, you can still actually buy the monthly, but with in-game currency is what they said, or you can buy it in-game. So if you become well enough off, I mean, you don't need to worry about anything. And the interesting thing is, with the Steam launch, they're actually releasing some servers, or new servers, that are going to be brand spanking new. So all these other servers have been out for years, and people are built up on them and everything. So there's a certain draw to new servers, because you're going to be in. This is the gold rush here. You can go in with your buddies, try to find that perfect spot that you know that you could never get in the other servers because there's already a well-built community, right? We'll always love that, yeah. And that's the big appeal for Zaytran. Fresh starts, fresh economy, who tracts of land, exactly, and that's the big thing. Whereas you might have to worry about where you're building, people warring. Well, it's going to be a PvE server that we're going to. But a lot of land usually gets snapped up really quickly, right? So I'm intrigued to see just how wide and open it's going to be. And part of the thing that I've been wanting to do is play some of this Worm Online. I made a dummy throwaway account, so because it's going to use your Steam account. You can't log into the old... Wait, sorry. If you have an account right now, you cannot log into it through Steam to play. However, with the Steam servers, you'll be able to log into old servers and make the new servers, but you won't be able to connect to your old account. They're going to be two separate accounts. So that's why I don't think it'll be an RHH situation. It's going to be a lot slower to build up by the looks of it, so yes, I'm hoping so. RHH. I've actually wanted to go back to RHH sometimes. I really enjoyed it up until that grindiness, and it turned into... because it turned into a freaking pay to win. And I got so pissed on that. Hey, Casmith. Welcome back with that hope it's not RHH situation. Yes, they released a new expansion. They also released a different mode for it. They released a buy to play, which is actually what almost made me come back. Because as anybody who knows me knows, I really enjoy buy to play models. I can buy the game, I can enjoy it. If I want to do the in-game cash up with cosmetics and stuff, I can. It's fine. But if I choose to not play for months on end and come back when there's more content, no worries, I can do that too. Oh, you did the buy-to-play version. How is it, Caswith? I know they changed some things. Like, they took out a lot of the real money shop or something that they're saying. Like, there's still cosmetics. But, like I was saying, when I first played it, back at launch and ways after that, you could buy things. There's these things called lightning saplings. And you needed lightning striked woods, which was super freaking rare, in order to build these like really good carts and so on, I believe is what it was. And you could either build tree farms praying that lightning will strike one of the trees someday to get it, or you could buy these lightning saplings that they here's the kicker. You weren't guaranteed a chance to lightning. No, they just had a 50% greater chance to hit by lightning or something like that. It was still a really high chance, but it was still a freaking gamble. I was pissed. But it was like $1.39 for each sapling, so I actually bought some. I think I bought 4 or something like that, because I was enjoying the game otherwise. Don't know which version to play. RJH free to play or MMO. Yeah, it's not bad at all. I think the problem is the moment is that you've stopped playing, even for a week, you're behind. Add a new house type that gives you a chance to generate Thunderstrike logs. Oh, okay. A house type. That is interesting. Huh. So is it like anything you plant there, or is it just, it generates it in like a fireplace, for example? That's weird. Now, I'm curious. Oh, it's a tree house. Oh, interesting. That's neat. But as much as I enjoy it, I also like the fact that you could change your professions and you learn you learn different skills, and you can slot and make your own class based upon what skills you're using. And I really like that system, but it was still a tab targeting, which I enjoy games more that do not have a tab targeting. Things like Fallout 76, we'll say, Terra. I think no, Rift does have tab targeting. Yeah. Archmeister at the end, you had learned all the classes. Damn, Zatran. Whew. I think I learned about 4 or so. Unfortunately, my house was in a PvP zone. I was disappointed by that, but I did not grab land fast enough. So I had to go and end up picking a class that I could stealth in, just to get the freaking materials to me. And people were watching that crafting table like a hawk too. Oh gosh. They would watch, and then I had barely enough resources to craft my house the first time when I was first building it. And so what happened is I built my first bundle. I got into my house successfully. Thank you. I built my second bundle. I just started to leave and instantly got ganked and my bundle stolen. Excuse me. I was so pissed. And then after that, I had just enough resources to finish my house. If I lost another bundle, I was screwed and I'd have to farm a heck of a lot again. I suppose you could glide, you know, Zetron, go away. Nobody wants to talk to you no more. Glide into the enemy territories, next zone over, and stealth matrix. Oh my god. Damn. I am jealous. That's so nice. So what did I do? I stayed up super late one night until like 2:30 or 3 a.m. when there's a lot less people on the server. I then crafted my class so I could do stealth. And not only stealth, I could do a backflip. So basically what happens is you do like a push and you do a big backflip, and then you could stealth right into it. So you're stealthing as you backflip. So that gave me distance and put me in a different area from the thing. So I did that. And there were people running around with PvP flags on. And it's a detection radius. So if somebody gets close enough to you, they'll see you. Oh God. my heart was thumping so much. I had to do this, I think, 3 or 4 times to finish building my house. People wouldn't flag on you like right away before you crafted because they wanted to wait until you crafted. And they couldn't attack you as instantly. Otherwise, they would get ganked. So you had that brief little moment that you could kind of disappear. The other people running around the houses trying to look for people who are just out and about with their supplies. Oh god, but I'd stealth crawl all the way. Sometimes I couldn't go straight to my house. I had to make big winding detours. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Drop your link. Yes. Perfect. Thank you very much. Take a look at this. Ooh, Eternal Romance Edition. You know, for anybody else, I'm going to drop in the chat here as well. If you wanted to take a look. Oh, that's actually a nice house. 300 diligence coins. This cherry tree house is definitely what every young hero's dreams are made of, and contains harvestable fruit every 3 days, and the chance to generate thunderstruck logs. If looking super chic is your thing, there are some new costumes available for both Archage and Archage Unchained for a limited time. I see. Permanent installation of the diligence. Okay. Harvest some fruit every in this 28 by 28 house design. There truly is no place like home. Sold for diligence as well. Yeah, okay. So I might look into that at some point, but I'm spreading myself thin now. Because no matter what, the Steam summer sale, if Eco's not on sale in there, it's not going to go on sale anytime soon. So I'm probably just going to pick it up. I've been chomping at the bit to try it out. By that, so I'm going to be playing that a bunch. And then other than that, I need to be playing Worm Online to learn that. And then the Steam server release for that will be in July 25th. My birthday! What a nice birthday. Just wait for us sale on Steam, see if it gets cheap. If it's on best sales, it's only, yeah, best sales has only been 15% for Eco so far. And Caswith, I'm assuming that you mean for the Steam sale, the Archage Unchained, correct? Well, I should probably add that onto my wish list, so this way I'm informed of that. Archage Unchained. Yes, yes. Oh gosh, it's got the mixed reviews. Probably people complaining about grind, right? Right? Charging for DLC this free in the free-to-play version. Yeah, but the free-to-play version has caps on everything. Because they want you to be purchasing the sub. So this way... Okay. They lied to all of us without care because they didn't want to worry about pay to win, spend any money. Asking people... Oh, yeah, this is all of them people being upset that they're charging for the DLC. Wow. Wow. That's stupid. I'm sorry. And unless the devs specifically came out and said no DLCs ever would be charged, that's a stupid opinion. I'm sorry. I mean, I understand the whole buy to play thing is usually you get free stuff. I mean, but the updates. But usually with buy to play, look at Guild Wars 2. You buy all the expansions as they come out, right? Because you're still getting a whole bunch of content. Yeah. I like to look at Steam reviews, but at the same time, I don't necessarily just sit there and believe in them and let them fully sway me based on that. I'll do more research, like going out, looking through Reddits, reading some other various reviews, see if ACG has anything. I usually like his reviews. It goes over a whole bunch of stuff. The complaints due to the grind, but I mean the grind was also Ooh, who's ACG? Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I should link you his stuff. ACG Jeremy Penner does reviews, and I like his reviews because part of his line. Let's see here, ACG. There we go. Part of his tagline is that he doesn't fill it with sponsored bullcrap and very short reviews saying, yeah, this is good, you should go play it, blah blah blah. It goes heavily in depth into the game. Like, he has he goes over different parts for story, music, graphics, and he breaks it down within his reviews and says why he's scoring each part. And then at the end, he gives an overall score, whether he recommends a buy, wait for a steep sale, rent if you're on console, or never pick up, which I think is fair. And most of the games, like, he very rarely will ever give a never touch this game score. At times, I think the lowest I've personally ever really seen him give is just wait for a sale, because the game's either really wonky or there's just something that's not that great in it. So I mean, I do highly recommend him as somebody to go to for your reviews. Listen to a couple of some games that you've personally played. For example, I don't know. He's done a bunch. I don't know what everybody's played. And just kind of see if his views align, or if you can kind of see from his point of view. Seems familiar, most likely. I mean, I've tweeted about him a couple times or shared one of his tweets too. I even got a like from him. But yeah, I just enjoy the format of his reviews as well. And the fact that if I disagree with something that he's saying, at least I understand why he's giving it the score that he has for it, or says that it's good or bad. But most of the time, some other things I'm willing to look past a bit more than other people. It's just, it goes with how it is. And I find, like, I used to enjoy the Cynical Brit back when he was around. Unfortunately, since he's passed away, there's been a gaping hole in terms of reviewers that I feel I like the style of the review, and that they get into enough of the technical parts of it. Because back then, I think Cynical Brit was one of the only ones that I saw that actually went through the entire options menu to show you what the game is offering, the resolutions, all that stuff. He went really technical, and he would talk about things like this. So once I found or come across ACG here, I was really happy. Because I'm not looking for like a big personality where they do things all raging like or whatever, or, you know, all the clickbait stuff that you see nowadays. Oh my god, this game's so blah because of blah. So you click it and then they go through and basically do their review and whatever. It's like, I don't like that. Alright, however, it is getting a bit later over here. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining me with my guest at my very first Just Chatting session. Thank you for not clicking away as soon as I started. Pleasure chatting with you all. And starting this upcoming Saturday, I believe I might be going on to Subnautica. I've never played that before. I haven't really watched anybody play it either, so I'm excited. I know you go underwater. There's some base building, I think. It looks pretty. I hear you can do it in VR, but I don't think I will. Not because I get a little stuffy and sick feeling in VR if I'm in it for too long. I haven't gotten my VR legs yet, I guess. It's rough. It'll make me sick. Okay, good. That's what I thought. I need a bit more because I've got base version of Vive, like release version. It's not Vive Pro. It's not this Valve Index. So the resolution's not exactly the best. I'm only running on a 1080 Ti, which is okay for VR. But I would like to I'm saving up for one of those like 390s, 380, 390 Ti's, whatever they'll be coming out with soon. Cross my fingers. And that should be set me good for a long time. Great for VR. Yeah, it runs. It runs things pretty well. I like to bump my graphics a lot. So it's constantly, well, not to mention VR has come a long way since then. In the early days, games weren't properly optimized for it. So there was lots of stutter and so on. It wasn't as smooth. A 3-year-old card. Yeah, I got the Founders Edition, so I got it right when it released because I was getting VR. I was like, yeah, I got to upgrade from my 970, or what was it? I think I was at a 970 or 980 before. So then I jumped up to the 1080 Ti, and I paid a premium price for it because I got a Founder, and not to mention it's a more expensive part. Anyways, the blower fan. I don't overclock, so it's okay. But the fact that it's lasted me this long, and I haven't had to upgrade, I mean, it's starting to show now, especially now that I have a 1440 hertz monitor with G-Sync, that I can get 60 FPS even with cranking everything up on most games, but I'm not able to get up to the 144. So I kind of would like to be a bit more. And one thing that's a little more annoying about this one is I do have a ghosting pattern. So I want to hopefully get a monitor where it's not ghosting. I'm not sure if that's just the response time, because I'll see it just that little bit. My eyes are perceptive enough, and it's strange. Sometimes it shows up, other times it doesn't. It depends how fast things are going, I guess. I don't know. Such is the way of life. Such is the way. Anyways, we will chat to you all later. Thank you once again for coming out tonight, and Chris for that sub. Nocturnal Shift for the follow. You all have yourselves a lovely evening, and we will see you on Saturday. Once again, if you're brand new to the stream, you can follow me on Twitter where I post updates and possibly wonder about what the heck it is I'm going to be doing next in life. I post all of my VODs over on YouTube, so if you ever miss something, and Twitch takes it down because we all know Twitch doesn't keep your VODs very long, you can go onto my YouTube and you can check out any past broadcasts. Part of the reason why I show chat. So this way, for posterity, anybody who wants to see what I'm talking about, who I'm talking to, your name is forever immortalized. Watch what you say. And as well, I have a Discord. So feel free to join that. So this way, like today, when everybody was doing so helpful and posting links, you can post them in my Discord. It's all great, especially because I have links to go look for that have been posted from Lanny here about grilled cheese and rice cake skewers. Oh man. I'm going to go make myself a grilled cheese sandwich. You all have yourselves a fabulous evening. Hopefully we'll see you on Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.